Do you have the ball? Do you have the Tavern map pack on, Bowmid? One there. One there. Oh, there. Yeah. Um. It is the Alter the Champion is the first one. You need to open a spec slot. On the side. Okay, there he goes. Yeah, it's open. I think. No, it's not. No, it's a 0. Yeah. Yeah, I see Crave. 0 spec slots. No, I'm not. No, I'm an idiot. There we go. 54123 or what? I'm an idiot. I was looking at the friends count. Anyways. All right, I'll be right back. You guys start whenever. I'll just be right back. Okay. Alright, I'm back, guys. Hello. So, we're gonna have Zinch for Bohemond against Kraves, who's playing Skaven. For Zinch, we're gonna have some Marauders, Frontline, some Chariots, there's a Karos. Karos with Gaze of Fate, Scroll of Destiny, Blue Fire Zinch, and Regrowth. Then we're gonna have one Soul Grinder and a Lord of Change. For Skaven side, we're gonna have two Gutter Runners, with one with poison. Any more? Nope. And then we're gonna have Skaven Slave Spear, Lord. You know how it is. They're gonna be unsummoned so they can avoid the Skaven leadership penalty. And then we're gonna have some Skaven Slaves, some Clan Rats, Natty Boo Boo Sharpshooters, Pit Fighters of Hell's Deep, the ROR Rat Ogres. We're gonna have the Chieftain on Bonebreaker with Shield of Distraction and Power Grab, giving a melee attack debuff and leadership increase for units around him if the Lord has died or routed. We're gonna have some Poison Wind Globes as well, and then a Plague Call Catapult. Blue Fire is going to be sent down from the Lord of Change onto the Chieftain. It's going to do some pretty good damage, about a quarter of its health. Gutter Runners are shooting into Karos, getting some nice DACA into him, but it's just going to be its shields for now. Bohemond will be able to pull Karos back before his shields go down. Plague Call is shooting in at the Lord of Change. Karos just weaving back and forth. Soul Grinder's coming up. Interesting. He's going to start shooting in at what? At the Chieftain, but the Chieftain's gonna be hiding behind the building. Oh, and then Karos is gonna be trapped, netted. Actually, wait, no. I'm an idiot. Sorry, that's the Gutter Runner traps. I forgot. Snare net. It gives him like a 10% charge speed and speed debuff. I thought they were. I was just thinking of the. Cause that's the same net sound as like the Nets of Amanatok. Anyways, Karos' shields are down, so he's starting to take a little bit of damage. Little Daka. The Chaos Chariots are also taking a little damage as well, but it's just to their shields. Pink Fire going down on the Gutter Runners. He needs to pull Karos out because he's going to just be taking free damage. Chaos Chariots are running into the Gutter Runners. Another Blue Fire down on the Chieftain. Is it going to make contact? It's going to make a little contact, not too much. Luckily the tree is there to shield him. So he takes not nearly as much damage as he could have. So overall, more fair trade for, better trade for Crave so far. Any damage they could get on Karos, the better, because otherwise the shields are going to be protecting him. The Lord of Change is coming up, trying to go after the Poison Wind Globes, while the Chaos Chariot runs over Skaven Slaves. The Lord of Change actually has some pretty good AP, so he can do a fairly good amount of damage to the Poison Wind Globes. The Natty Boo Boo Sharpshooters are shooting at the Chaos Chariots. What's going on with the Lord of Change? Ooh, Howling Warp Gale upgraded on the Overcast on the Lord of Change. He's going to be taking some good DACA from the Natty Booba Sharpshooters. And then is Ikit. Yep, Ikit Claw is going to be coming in. And so is the Lord. So is the Chieftain. They're going to try to get some DACA and they're going to try to get some damage on the Lord of Change. The shields are down. There's some Chaos Furies going around, trying to flank. Pink Horror summoned in. They're going to be shooting in at these Gutter Runners, which chase down Karos. Karos is going to most likely get out of that engagement. I'm going to turn around and see what damage is done on the Lord of Change. Nice. A pretty good fair amount of damage. He's taking Globe Fire damage and Globe Poison damage, and also the Natty Boober Sharpshooters damage as well. Fairly good. Like, they're... Yeah, wow. That's a little over 2,000. That's a good overall trade for Skaven. The Karos still has not regenerated his shields. He's been taking a tremendous amount of damage for those Gutter Runners. Bohemond needs to get him out of that situation and let him shields regenerate. Same for the Lord of Change. You need to pull him back. He's taking so much damage from the Natty Boobos and the Poison Wind Globes. These Furies are going to be Howling Warp Galed. These other Furies are going to be sitting above. These Okay, so one Fury got sent in at the Plague Catapult, but Crave is on top of that, sending in some Wolf Rats with poison to kill them. They're going to send another set of Furies in to probably get on the Navy Blue Sharpshooters. Yep, this first Chaos Fury goes in after those. This Chaos Chariot is still wreaking havoc on these Skaven slaves. Some Marauders over here fighting on point 2 with some, what are these, Clan Rats? Yep, they should win that trade. Actually, no, with 2 Clan Rats, I think the Marauders lose that, but with the Lord of Change there helping, they should win that engagement, especially with these Marauders coming in as well. Point 3 goes to Tzeentch, uncontested, but some Wolf Rats are coming in. Actually, wait, the Marauders are charging the Wolf Rats to try to help get the Chariots out. But so far, point 1 and 2 are for Skaven. One of the Chaos Furies that was on top of the Poison Wind Globes got destroyed. These other Chaos Furies are routing off some Gutter Runners. And then the Plague Call Catapult is routing. Who knows? Maybe they'll come back. But a lot of the crew is already dead. Only 5 models left for the crew. The Lord of Change is doing okay over here. So the point 2 should be going to Tzeentch sometime soon, unless Ikit does something about it. The Wolf Rats are chasing off these Chaos Chariots. They should be able to break them. Point 3 is starting to go to the Skaven. There's some Gutter Runners sneaking in, sneaking the point away from Tzeentch. Some Pink Fire Dakas coming into these Clan Rats and Poison Wind Globes. If Karos can kill these Poison Wind Globes, that'll be a good piece to get off the field. Chaos Furies are being sent in after these Wolf Rats, most likely to... It's a good pick either way, because the Poison Rats won't be able to stop Karos or the Lord of Change from getting off the getting into the sky. It could claws in here, attacking the Lord of Change, but then there's gonna be a big overcasted Frenzy Ruins on top of all of this. That's some really good damage. Look at that value going up. Some solid damage. I think that'll probably get rid of the Chaos Chariot. Yep, it's starting to break. So that was some pretty good value for Crave there. Point 1 is starting to go to Tzeentch with the pink horrors on it now, and it's same with point 3. It's starting to go back to the is it still in Tzeentch's hands? Yeah. So the Gutter Runner sneaking trick was caught by the Tzeentch player, Bohemond.
You have the foe's victory point.
The Soul Grinder still... I have not been noticing the Soul Grinder this entire game. 600 value on the Soul Grinder. Not bad, not bad. What the Soul Grinder do is also stopping the Poison Wind Globes from firing. There's a blue fire going in on this Chieftain. That's really good. And then there's going to be the Tzeentch Army ability on top of it as well. Let's see what kind of Daka that does. 1900... I think it... Did it miss? Yeah, it missed, so... Yeah, he didn't take any damage there. Nice. I find that Tzeentch ability, Army ability, pretty useless most of the time, so... That's a really good Howling Warp Gale. The Furies and Karos get trapped, and then the Furies get Daka'd by the Poison Wind Globes, causing them to disintegrate, so they're dead. But so far, Bohemond is getting himself back into this game. The early game trading was going really well for the Skaven, but now a lot of their momentum has died and shifted. They have nothing left on the field besides a lot of their range units and Ikit. These Rat Ogres, the Pit Fighters of Hell Deep are really low. They have some Skaven Slave. Oh, they have Clan Vulcan's Tail Slashers on point 1. But I think there's some Forsaken here. They should be able to kill off these units right here. Even just 3v1, they should be able to take them because of the pink horrors and shooting as well. There's some Gutter Runners here too, but Tzeentch should be able to take that point. Especially with the Soul Grinder there, who's getting a regrowth. Very nice. Karos is nearing his hill cap. So once he reaches that hill cap, he won't be able to heal anymore. For those of you that don't know, Chaos Chariots are being shot at by the Natty Boo Sharpshooters and another Warplock Giselle that got summoned in. The Chieftain should probably just get unsummoned at this point because he's just been taking blue fire after blue fire after blue fire, and he's if he dies on the field, it's just not going to be worth the. You might as well just resummon him. Is my point. You're not having to wait for the respawn timer for all his health to come back. Lord of Change got Howling Warp Gale again, taking some really good glow fire damage, and the shots from the Natty Boober Sharpshooters and the Warplock Giselles. That's ooh. If the Lord of Change breaks here, excuse me, just starts disintegrating here. It could happen. Oh, yep, and he's starting to crumble. No, so the Lord of Change is dead. At least he still has Kairos, but that is the Lord of Change dead. That's a really good catch for this Skaven player. I'm not sure if he'll. It's possible for him to take it, but for him to get back in this game. But with Tzeentch has a 3-point cap right now, and Skaven don't really have bodies on the field. They have a bit of range here and there, but they're getting pushed back into their spawn point by the Tzeentch player. Even the Chaos Furies have landed on the Warplock Giselles and are routing them off. The Wolf Rats tried to screen them out, but it seems they're shaking. Oh, they're coming back. Okay, so they should be able to get these Chaos Furies away off the Warplock Giselles. But the Natty Boober Sharpshooters are also being punished by the Chaos Chariots.
One of your units has been destroyed.
These Chaos Furies are dead. What is this going to be? The globe from Ikit. Where's Ikit Claw at? Is he right here? Yeah, okay. Ikit Claw's been terrified. Yeah, so Ikit Claw is off the field. That's really, really bad for Skaven. And I think this is probably going to go to the Tzeentch. Really good showing from the Skaven player early on, but the Tzeentch player managed to scrap back pretty well. Thanks to the all the microing of the Chaos Chariots and the Lord of Change and Kairos. As long as he doesn't lose Kairos here, he should be fine. Regrowth is being thrown down on Kairos, and then I think the Tzeentch's army ability is being thrown down on the Warplock Giselles. Yep, pretty decent damage. But yeah, this seems to be going to Tzeentch. A little sneaky clan rat. Little sneaky clan rat tried to take point 3, but yeah, to no avail. There's nothing really the Skaven player can do about it anymore. They're literally pushed back to their spawn point, and I don't think the Tzeentch player is going to let them out of it. But GG's, and Skaven player is going to back out. Good battle. Good showing from both players. You got 1,500 value on the Soul Grinder, 900 on Kairos, 1,000 on the Lord of Change, 900, 700. Yeah, pretty good value from both. Health Deep Fighters got 800 value. Yeah, just some not too bad of a scrap. The issue for the Skaven player was that the Chieftain was immediately almost a half HP within the first minute of the round, and then on top of that, they weren't able to punish Kairos or Lord of Change fast enough. So they were able to just go around terror bombing Skaven slaves around the map. But good showing from both players. Let's see how the rest of the rounds are going. Let me check the rest of the brackets. Yeah. Okay, Sussdowner beat Saber Skull, Kark beat Goal, House Cat of War beat Meanfish, Subutai and Dog Person are still going, Tretch got a bye, Catholic Alcoholic and Edgelord are still going, and Circia and Alfredina. Okay, so far we have a few matches still left, but that's 4 matches down. If there's any admin I need to do. Let's see. We're good so far, it seems. Let me post this in the ODM Discord. ODM Twitch. Okay. That was a good match, guys. Yeah, you have to just you. Yeah, it's just for the stats, the faction stats. Let me get a peep at it.
You'll get me next time. I know you will.
It's gonna be fun.
Next time.
Those blue fires were that poor
Yeah, that chieftain. I thought
chieftain.
he was gonna go. I think he went power grab, right? So I just
Yeah.
thought, oh, well, he's gonna die. But I don't think I even really got him until right at the end. So
Yeah, true. Like I kind of hit him in the corner, then there was like fucking Furies coming at me again. I was like, okay, sure.
dude,
I guess he's gonna go in.
I fucking hate it when I can't see Icky Claw's like little portrait. I can
Yeah.
see him like all game.
I hate it
like,
as well.
What the fuck is that little bastard?
It's
And then
actually
I'd
so
see.
helpful.
I know.
Oh
and then
god.
I'd see Flensing Ruin, and I'd be like, what the fuck?
I
is
got
it?
wrecked. GG.
You got wrecked?
Yeah, you didn't get wrecked. It was close. Yeah.
Interesting.
Nah, it wasn't really close. I mean, it was close, but it was shameful for me. I
It happens, man.
suicided one of the thing.
Wait, is blue fire harder to hit if I'm just on foot?
It'll do less damage, I think. Like it's easier to miss. I
suppose.
don't think it's a big difference.
I think it's a big difference for me because my chieftain has to live. Like I don't give a fuck about my lord, but my chieftain has to live.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, then maybe it's. Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, it's a lot more accurate from a flying unit. Like if you try to use it on like what's his name village, it'll be pretty bad. Yeah, it'll be pretty bad.
Yeah,
It's very easy to
a bit
dodge.
dirty. What happened, Alfred? Was it okay or was it?
Nah, that was shameful for me, but yeah.
Did he just have a good build or something?
No, but basically, you know, in land battle, you have to protect your archers at some point with some mass. So like the army from the get go has cavalry, right?
Sure.
Has like mass or things that I can shoot with an iron blaster. And I forgot, I guess, domination, you can just hide units in your reserves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you just wait until the engagement starts. So I used an iron blaster, but I couldn't make use of it, right? And the guy just basically, I didn't have any thing to shoot with the iron blaster for quite a long time, while the other guy had like I suicided my stone horn pretty much. So both things went super sour for me.
Oh yeah, I understand. It's the like you can protect yourself with reinforcements. Yeah.
Yeah, like you keep all your high value units in your reinforcements, so artillery has nothing to shoot.
It doesn't sound shameful to me.
Yeah, I mean, I popped into the stream and that was pretty close. He was like trying. Like, if you captured that third point, you could have won.
But Alfred is perfectionist though. good about that. If it's not perfect, it's not enough. It's not good enough. So I understand.
Other issue is I didn't have like the 2 stone on to actually have the means to kill the infantry. So
Yeah.
because of that, I
Yeah.
just got swamped pretty much for no actual reason. Also, I did not even like try to play with time. I engaged like the mass
Did you?
right at the beginning, right?
I was.
And with domination, if you are rushing, you have to wait for quite a long time. And since I thought I would be the one kiting with the iron blaster, since I realized a little bit too late, I couldn't shoot at any target, and he had a lot of 360s, so he was actually out shooting me.
Yeah.
I had to rush him, but like I should have rushed him super late instead of going very early. It's never favoring the rushing faction to do so. So
I mean, I agree. Like, because I waited in my game against Crave. I just waited till I had every flying unit I had, and just
yeah,
swarmed them.
you especially for undead factions, I would say it's important to actually do that, or factions that are disintegrating, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you are recovering faster your units regardless of the outcome of the battle. So if both players are capped in their reinforcements, then you will have quicker reinforcement by default, right? So, but
Yeah.
that was not good.
I don't want to. I hope I don't get a Zinch mirror against Gold Baby. Otherwise, that's going to be the biggest blue fire spam ever. Be disgusting. Yeah, fucking hell. You know, against Crave, I took Kairos and a Lord of Change to snipe his Lord. I'm sorry.
You won against Crave, or
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I mean,
His
yeah.
first thought, he played well. And I was a dirty bastard. I took Lord of
Took any
Change,
point to shoot.
Kairos, and fucking Assault Grinder. So I was trying to
And two
snipe him.
chariots. I couldn't shoot anything. I had a backlog at about my starting army, and I was like, "What the fuck do I shoot?"
Yeah, it was not a friendly army. Sure.
Let's play a game while we are waiting for second round. Maybe Bohemo, if you want.
Yeah, sure. Let's go. We get invite. Sorry,
I'll create the lobby. Don't
you
worry.
create? Okay. Nice.
I'll play Corn. You.
I'll
No,
just
actually, it's Cinch. Cinch.
You play Zinch?
Yeah.
I also
I had
played
a great success against Empire on Land Battle with a Rom style army.
a Rome style army. How about that?
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Against Zinch, I will play. Hmm. Give me Beastmen. Wait, make it. Do you want land or domination?
Beastmen, okay.
I'll play Beastmen. Do you want domination?
No, we are not playing domination. It will take too much.
Yeah.
Like, too long.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Okay,
Now, by the way, if you play Beastmen on Land Battle, it's gonna be awful for you.
against Zinch.
But
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah, you play what you want. I mean, like we not got much time, so like if it's one sided, it's probably better.
Yeah, okay,
Probably a
fair
good
enough.
match. So I'm ready when you.
Fair enough.
Actually, if I do this with Skaven against Siege, I might just like should I focus your entities less and like focus more shit on your army? Especially when you bring Kairos.
You know,
Yeah,
don't shoot Kairos. I think. I think maybe maybe the Soul Grinder because it can't fly and it's got a bigger hitbox. But I wouldn't focus Kairos because he's like such a tiny fucking hitbox and he can always escape and regrowth himself.
What is this mess?
He was.
You've
There's a
done the
fucking
Total
rocket over
Tavern
there.
map. We're doing a land
Wait,
battle on the Total Tavern map.
Wait, they did some land
Oh,
battle
no.
once.
Yeah.
Wait, they
They
did
did-
some land battle.
Yeah, they did like one or two, I think. Yeah.
God, it's so full. They shouldn't have. Oh, but that's.
Underwater.
Oh, I love it. Okay, never mind. I like it a lot.
It looks cool. It
Oh my
looks really cool.
God,
Yeah.
this- Okay, so stylish.
look at-
It's stylistic.
10 out of 10.
Let's say it that
Dude.
way.
Look at the boat in the middle. That's incredible.
No, I mean I love it, but
It's not competitive,
I
but it is.
really-
It's not competitive, but it's really
You love
stylish.
it, but you don't love it.
yeah, I love it. You have to give credit to the guy. He did put his art on the. I wish CA could have such you know,
Yeah.
such interest in the game. Actually, I'm talking to some CA employees right now.
Okay. Interesting.
About like what I asked you to. They
yeah.
told me they would they were quite impressed about like me finding all the data and such.
Interesting.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
I mean,
good feedback then, at least, because like there's always a chance that they just bin it, right? So.
at minimum they will see it. I might not get they might not talk to me back, but you know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Up or bottom?
Up.
Up. Okay.
Yeah.
You'll have the.
Fucking.
Wait, is it aquatic or not?
It's the bottom of the sea, yeah.
Yeah, so it should be aquatic. If I have skinks here, they should be able to.
I have skinks. They can swim, right?
The aquatic threat is actually quite a big thing.
Or would you have anything with?
You know what? I think the guy. I need to contact him if we ever get to do a if we ever get to do
Another match.
no, I mean if we ever get to do another my project of basically trying to save land battle. If CA gives me the mean to do so, at least I will ask this guy that is creating this map to actually help me out on creating some. Because he's
pretty good, right?
he's talented probably, yeah.
Yeah, it seems pretty good to me. Yeah.
But
It's Kairos. Yeah, it's Kairos.
basic Kairos.
Okay, guys. Next round is ready. If you guys wanna.
Next
Oh.
round.
Yeah.
I think I was winning this 1000%. So GG.
Yeah.
Let's say that. GG.
You know what?
Map.
Alfredino against
Yeah,
Crave.
Beastman won. Huh?
What?
Alfredino.
Against Crave.
Yeah, and then Bohemud, you're against Sandwich.
Sandwich. Okay, time to accept my fate.
Crave.
Sandwich.
Which map, by the way?
See, does he have a?
Next map is. Let me check for you. It is Road to Taliban.
Road to Taliban.
Alfredino, give me your. Actually, no. Bohemud, give me yours again.
I just watched the stream for educational purposes, right?
Huh?
I just watch your stream for educational
I don't care, don't worry.
purposes.
I don't care.
I turned it off.
No, but I mean, it
Is yours
doesn't matter, right? Like, I guess composition-wise,
Okay.
it's one of the reasons why it might be the future of the game to play domination, because Clissan's mod is not an issue, right?
Not so much. No.
Not too much, at least. Like, it can be a little bit, but that should be fine.
Hey, Bohemet, are you making the lobby or a sandwich?
Sandwich has one.
Okay, let me ask him for a.
Yeah. Do you want me to ask him if he can open a slot, or are you good?
I sent him a message.
Nice. Yeah, okay, what is he playing? Playing the vampires?
Okay.
Am I against sandwich?
Yeah. RTK sandwich.
I'm fucking blind.
I think he's playing Beastman.
He's playing Beastman.
Yeah. Let me check for you. I'm pretty sure he is because he's already on the faction.
Right, so he's gonna bring
Be a little bit careful. It's not that big of a deal, but you, yeah, I mean, Minotaurs.
Okay, so we're gonna have sandwich and Bohemia this time. Sorry about that. I was doing some admining. Sandwich just headed to the restroom real quick. He's gonna be right back, but he will. The match should be going on pretty soon. Pretty heated tournament this time around. I'm kind of glad I didn't play. Oh, I didn't even know Kark was in this one. Oh yeah, Kark played against Cole Baby, and wait a second. Let me see if that fixes it. I'm trying to do some admin work. I'm still trying to figure out the whole website, the whole ape thing behind it. I'm gonna message one of the admins so I can get a not an opinion, but ask them about how something like this would work. Because somebody got a buy, two people got a buy, and I was trying to delete one of the matches and pair one of the players, pair the players up together. And the only way I can get the match to look like it's live is by turning on the score reported option. And I'm trying to figure out how I can do it without having that, or do I just have to do it like that and then input the score myself? Let me see. I think Umai's is still around. Let me see. No, I'm messaging somebody else. Two players together. Let's see. Okay, I'm done. Okay, so we have Morgor and Shadow Grey versus an Exalted Lord of Change on Road to Taliban. We're gonna have a Bray Shaman. I'm guessing with shadows. With some the ROR Minos. What they're called? Butchers of Kalkengard. And then we're gonna have another Mino with shields. Some Gors. Let me see if they're Gors. Some Ungors. Mostly all Ungors. They're gonna have a full line of Ungors. Some with spears, some with some just axe. And then some Ungor Raiders. Ungor Raiders are great, really cheap, really cheap archer units that don't have a lot of missile damage, only 16 with 1 AP. But the thing with Ungor Raiders is not only one, do they have stock, two, when they die, considering they're expendable, units around them, unless they're also expendable, won't take a leadership penalty. Though obviously, Ungors will take a leadership penalty. But usually with the Gors or Bestigors or Minos, they're not going to take a leadership penalty from that. But not only that, but also they are extremely cheap. And two, the volume of fire from so many Ungor Raiders is the amount of damage is gonna rack up. Just from the sheer firepower. And then let's see. So we have a Bray Shaman with Shadows, Pit of Shades. No surprise there. We're gonna have a Exalted Lord change with blue fire and pink fire. No surprise. And then we're gonna have a Soul Grinder. Pretty much like a staple. Pretty much a copy from. Actually, no, it's a little bit different. But we're gonna have a bunch of Marauders, some with spears, and a bunch of blues. And then another Marauder with spears for the Tzeentch side. I was gonna say it's pretty much a copy of the last build, but no. This time we're gonna have an Exalted Lord instead of Karos and another Lord of Change. And then we're still gonna have a Soul Grinder because Bahamut loves his Soul Grinders for the Tzeentch side. So we're just gonna have a little skirmishing here and there. Morgars are a great pick against like a range heavy faction like Tzeentch because he's hard to snipe. If you try to shoot some blue fire against him, he could like easily just get behind a tree and dodge it. Or you can just hide behind his like line of cheap infantry. It's better for these Ungors to be taking blue fire than for Morgor to. And plus he has regeneration. Yes, that means he's a little weaker to fire. It gives him a 20% fire weakness. But when you're... Ooh, that's a nice pink fire on those Ungor Raiders. When you're a small base character like that, it's much harder to hit them with that blue fire. And then we have a Minotaurs. Another Minotaurs being sent out. No shows this time. Oh, we have the Doom Knights, Knights of Immolation, ROR. These are a fantastic unit, especially in this matchup because they don't have great AP, but what they do have is just great weapon strength in general. So they have 80, and then they have flaming and magic attacks, high armor at 120 with the silver shields, so you can fend off some of that Ungor Raider Daka. And then they have Searing Torrent, excuse me. Another nice pink fire on them, on those Ungors. So they could drop these Searing Torrent bombs on top of a bunch of bunched up Ungors. If like the Beastman player bunches up their infantry in one spot, they could drop those bombs and it'll do really good damage. But yeah, they can also just, I believe they have fear. They cause fear, yeah. They don't cause terror, but they do cause fear, so they recharge some Ungors. They can rout them off pretty quickly with their high weapon strength, charge bonus, and fear. They can rout them off. But yeah, see, look at that Ungor fire. Just from these three, they already knocked down all the shields, which is about... It's only 595 in barrier, but once you get that barrier down, then that's obviously one of the strongest parts of Tzeentch units, their faction. So once you get that barrier down, you can start hitting you can start getting their HP at their HP. So I'm gonna have some arrows been shooting at the Exalted Lord of Change. Not really the best choice, but I mean, any free damage is is good. I mean, they're Ungors. You don't really need to save their ammo. Some Marauder Horsemen have been summoned in. They're just shooting their ammo in an Ungor. It's like Sandwich is screaming, pretty much screening them out. They're ping fire being sent down on these Ungor hordes.
Take it back.
I think it would have been better on the Ungor Raiders, but you know. Yeah, Sandwich is doing a good job screening out the Marauder Horsemen with the Ungors. Nice blue fire on the Centaurs. It's going to take out about 8 models. We're going to have another Centaur being summoned in. These Marauder Horsemen would, I think... no, they wouldn't be able to fend off the Centaurs on their own. They still have... the Centaurs still have better weapon strength than them. Oh, on here, Morgar's going to go in. Then we're going to see a most likely Gate of Tzeentch. No, this is a Pit of Shades from the... oh yeah, why would it be his Gate of Tzeentch on the... Yeah, Pit of Shades on these Marauder Spears. I wouldn't really put a Pit of Shades on them, but anyways, we have some Minos coming in. Wreck the front line pretty much. They're gonna get into the blue hordes because they really need to, or they're gonna the Minos are gonna be taking a tremendous amount of damage. I mean, look at this one with shields. This one has shields and it's still taking damage amount of damage. It's about a rout at this point. 16. They have still 60 models, which is great, but they're broken. Look at that. They got absolutely deleted by these blue hordes. Centaurs being sent in. They got caught on these blue Marauder Horsemen. These spears are just fighting off some Centaurs and Ungor. These blue horrors are luckily are starting to disintegrate. This Chaos Spawn was summoned in by Morgor, killing these blue horrors. I don't know if it's a summon or not, or if it's the one that procced off his ability. Okay, I think it is. Yeah. That's all they brought. Oh, no, Spear's Essence. Okay, yeah, that's the Chaos Spawn from the Staves. So they're summoning in, being just killing the blue horrors. Good choice. Exalted Lord is in here fighting these Minos. Exalted Lord has some pretty good damage and has some pretty good AP values and a 50-50 melee attack and defense, so he can trade pretty well with the Minos. Knights of Emulation are just running around. They got 146 kills. I must have missed a bomb somewhere. Yeah, they have 532 value already. That's pretty good. We have a pink fire sent in on the Ungor Raiders. It's gonna rout both of them off. Really good pink fire there. So the Beastman player caught point 2, but they didn't finish off the Marauders with spears. The Spearmans are going to be able to take this point back unless the Beastman player notices. Another blue fire sent in after the Centaurs, but this time it wasn't that great because the line of fire that they sent it from. Pit of Shades being sent down, and it's going to wipe out all of these spears. Spearmen just sitting here. Yes, he's only killing Spearmen with it, but that means he can capture the point. So all 3 points are going towards the Beastman. Point 2 might be able to be stolen from Tzeentch with these 2 spear units. We'll see. Army ability being sent down after the Brace Shaman. Not gonna do much damage though. Exalted Lord is gonna be chased by the Pharaoh Bandicoot, I'm assuming. But we have some Marauder Horsemen being summoned in. Soul Grinders being attacked by the Minotaurs. He needs to get that Soul Grinder out of there. Marauder Horsemen are being trapped in by... by Centaurs. Centaurs are... Ooh, this is really good bounty for Centaurs. They're blocking up the blue fire, the blue horse from getting to the point, and the Marauder Horsemen. I don't know what died here. Most likely some blue horse or something. But these Knights of Emulation need to get out of there too. They only have 10 models left. Blue horse and the Exalted Lord of Change is going to get some really good damage in on the Morgor. Morgor is hard to snipe, but it is not impossible. So if Exalted Lord is just able to sit there and hit him, he will do a pretty good... He can definitely kill the Morgor. Look at this amount of damage already being sent in. Already being dealt, excuse me. His Manticore is getting into the candy jar. He's killing a bunch of these pink horrors, and he's not only killing them, but he's also stopping them from reaching to the point. But these Marauder Horsemen are here to be able to shoot at it. And at these he's able to and at these Minotaurs. I was thinking of the Ungors, but the Ungors are riding off. Mohammed was able to get some good damage into Morgor, but he's going to regenerate it. He's going to regenerate it over time if he doesn't... Start hitting them again. Another pink fire drop on these Ungor. Pretty good damage. Let's see what the value is like so far on him. 2100. No surprise there. Another blue fire being down on the Centaurs with great weapons. Ooh, that was really good. Look at that. Already down to half HP on the Centaurs with great weapons from that blue fire. That was a really, really good angle on that cast. I think the Exalted Lord is going to come try to help take point 2, because Tzeentch needs to start picking it up on points. He can probably take point 1 if he sends like a spearman over there, because this is left alone by the Beastman player. But he needs to work on both point 2 and point 1 to start getting this game back. He needs to get these Marauder Horsemen moving. Send one to chase off the Manticore, and then start moving his units up to point 2 and point 1. We have some Minotaurs back here, broken. They should just be unsummoned at this point because of how much damage they are. And then same with these Ungors. But what I'm assuming Sandwich is going to do is he's going to stop them from getting to point 2 by just body blocking them with a bunch of units. Centaurs with great weapons got routed off. The Centaurs are coming back in. Exalted Lord of Change is going in for that snipe again, but you better watch out because the Butchers of Kalkengard are here, and their Centaurs are throwing axes. But Bohemid knows well enough to when to pull out, and so he's gonna get his Exalted Lord out of there before any actual damage is sustained, because so far it was just into his shields. Bohemid needs to do some cleanup back here. Either unsummon these blue horse and marauder horsemen, or start bringing them in toward point 2. Pink, Pit of Shades being thrown on this pink horse, but luckily it only got like a portion of them, so it's only gonna do it's only gonna do a little bit of damage. So good save by Bohemid. Point 2 is now in the hands of Tzeentch, though. We need to see. Oh, what's happening over here? These blue horrors are. These blue horrors are being attacked by these Manticores, so they're not able to get to that point. Okay, but now the Manticore is finally routing off the field. But the Beastman player is responding with sending an Ungor horror over there. Ungor. English is hard. Ungor over there. And then we're going to have a Centaur sent over there as well. Same with Dace. But these Furies and I think these blue horrors, along with a Spearman unit, should be able to fend them off and take point 1 from them. Centaurs with great weapons are attacking these pink horrors, and same with the throwing axes. But these Marauder Horsemen should be able to skirmish with them and get them off to point 2. Butchers of Kalkengard are about to rout. These pink horrors are actually fending them off, surprisingly, because they're able to shoot in melee. Exalted Hero, Exalted Lord. Exalted Lord is fighting Morgor again, trying to get a sniping on it, and having the Soul Grinder tank damage from the Minotaurs. If the Exalted Lord of Change is able to kill Morgor, which I don't think he'll be able to do anytime soon, as good as his AP values are, that would spell doom for the Beastmen, essentially. But I don't think Sandwich is going to let Morgor get Lord sniped like that easily. We have some Centaurs here getting into the blue horrors and to the. Oh, okay. So the Centaurs got into the blue horrors, killed them, and then the Chaos Furies are trying to rout them off. But it was a really good catch by the Beastman player, because that means point 1 is still in the Beastman's favor until these Spearmen get to that point, which is going to take them quite a while. The Soul Grinder took quite a bit of damage out of that trade, but in turn, the Tzeentch player was able to get Morgor down to half HP, almost half HP. The Beastman players though is body blocking the Exalted Lord with Centaurs, but Bohemid is able to constantly force attack Morgor. So he's almost close to his healing cap. Good job by the Tzeentch player. Centaurs are just able to sitting here throwing axes at the Soul Grinder. Soul Grinder is probably going to fall soon in that case. Same exact Stay with the fact that there's Minotaurs fighting it. But with the Spearman should be able to help kill the Minos. But Soul Grinder's already starting to disintegrate. Senegors charging into the Spearman to try to get them from getting to the point, but it's already too late. The Spearmen are already on the point. The Spearmen are being body blocked though by the Senegors, and they're gonna get recharged by these other Senegors as well. So right now the Tzeentch player has more capture weight because of the fact that Ungor are expendable. So they have, I think, only one capture weight. Well, I can't remember. I think normal infantry has 5, and I think expendable maybe has 3. I may be incorrect there. 2. I don't know. I think 5 is. I may be wrong with the 5. I'm not sure though. But either way, they are out capturing them because the Ungors are expendable. But with this Minos here, okay, so I think infantry. So the Beastman player won there, but I think expendable is 1, while those Minos were 3 because they're monstrous infantry, so they weren't able to outcap the Spearmen. But either way, Beastman player won because they were able to hold on to the points for much longer than the Beastman player. I mean, the Tzeentch player. Unfortunately, Bahamut didn't initiate capturing point 2 and point 1 fast enough, so the Beastman player was able to just rack up points before Tzeentch could even get half of his points. Great game from both players. We have let's see, Butcher of the Falcon Guard did 1500, not bad. 1000 from the Bray Shaman. Then we have 1300 from this Mino. Good value from the Minos. They were pretty much them and the Senegors did fantastic jobs. Same with the throwing axes. Of course, the Exalted Lord got fantastic value like usual. 3900, thanks to all those blue fires and pink fires, and then that smacking he was throwing down on Morgor. He got Morgor down to half with like the healing cap, encroaching in on half as well. The Soul Grinder dying, but the Soul Grinder did die, but only got 1200 value. But he got 1200 value, not only 1200 value, but he got 1200 value, which is still good. Didn't pay for itself, but it still picked up a chevron and served its purpose. The Blue Horrors were just one of the biggest issues was the fact that a lot of the Tzeentch's side was a lot of their range, like the blues and the pinks, were constantly being disrupted by the Senegors, and the Tzeentch player wasn't able to stop the Senegors from getting on his backline. One thing that the Tzeentch players can do is have maybe Chaos Knights in reserve, or have what are they called? I forgot what they're called. I'm surprised that each player didn't have that's what it was, Screamers. Chaos Knights are a great like surprise choice, and they can definitely fight off Senegors very easily. Senegors with great weapons, they might struggle, but like even then, they'll still win it. The Senegors' great weapons will be able to do some damage off the charge, but in sustained combat, the Senegors won't be able to win that battle, even if they have AP values with the great weapons. So the Chaos Knights could be a good choice, but also Screamers are also a really good choice as well. Cheap. So what you can do is as soon as you see a Senegor in your backline on a blue horror, pink horror, summon in a Screamer of Tzeentch, and just either recharge the Senegor or chase after him with the Screamers. Screen them off with the Screamers. Tongue twister. Yeah, great game from both players. Gonna be a win for Sandwich. Let's see, I gotta mention. Oh, it was just Turin posting his stream. And then here we go. Let's go back into speak to the players.
Yeah, like I think it would not be a problem if I could like have more than 4 Red Ogres, but I can only have 4, which is like really not enough.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Rat Ogres is your best unit, right? But it's a little bit, I guess it's a little bit complicated. Also, Yeah, iron blasters are absolutely destroying everything, like Ratugas and Jezzails alike. So you don't want to.
Oh, Alfred, did you
I
win?
mean, if I only have the invis,
Oh, it's
Wait,
interesting
if I only
game.
have the invis Giselle, then
that was a good game, Mohammed.
it's
But
probably really hard for you to find targets, huh?
Was it?
Yeah,
Did you enjoy it, Alan? Was it?
yeah,
Was
yeah,
it good?
yeah, it was good. Your
Okay.
exalted lord did a hell of a lot of value. Got a lot of value for you.
Crave, we are not playing the full
Yeah, he was a good lad,
battle.
wasn't
Yeah,
Just the
he?
shootouts.
Speaking
Yeah.
of the sandwich, now we're kind of agreeing that the soul grinder was a
Should I bring the
mistake.
Jezzails to it as
yeah.
well, or just?
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't
I
bring
mean, we
any.
already know probably about the Jezzails, right?
I mean, if they
Like,
okay, fair enough.
I'm surprised you didn't bring in any screamers.
Yeah, I
Ah,
did. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
No,
Maybe I
go
should
on
have.
General 2
Maybe I should
Crave for a little bit.
Sure.
Are they doing their match right now? Or are they?
Not super sure like what to play. So he thinks that you either take just the soul grinder or the doom knights, not both,
Yeah,
which makes sense.
yeah,
I'm kind of a little bit. I feel a little bit limited because I can only have 6 flying units. I didn't really realize that. So
yeah.
if I take my harpies, I'm kind of struggling.
Yes.
I don't know. You see, I don't know how screamers do against minotaurs. I've no idea. That's something I've never seen.
Yeah, with you typically would engage the minos with. Well, say the minos get into your spears, whatever. Then you just recharge them with the screamers, or
Then you get the screamers. Yeah.
yeah, because they can.
Makes
I think
sense,
because they have
makes
Vanguard to play, I believe. Yeah. So
Yeah,
what I would go, I would go heavier on the screamers. Probably do like 2 furies and 3 screamers.
Yeah. That's a really good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, because you weren't able to do anything about those Centaurs that were going through your back line.
No, it was a pain. Like it felt okay, but there were some things I just didn't have an answer to. So
Did you have the? You didn't have the. You didn't have his item, the portal for screamers, right? For on your exalted lord.
I took the wrong one. I took the staff of change instead of.
Yeah,
the wrong one.
yeah, because that's the thing. You can go full furies. You can go like 1 fury and then like 4 screamers, and then have the portal to summon even more fury to summon furies to back.
So really,
Yeah.
See. No, fuck. I feel like if I played them again, we could have a real fucking game. But
Yeah.
at least it wasn't super one-sided.
Yeah. No. That was a really good fight. Yeah, because you weren't. Also, another thing was that point 1 was uncontested for quite a while. Like he took it and then took off any units off of it. It was just there was no units just sitting on there. You could have snuck it.
I was kind of really focused on the fight because I knew we had minotaurs in the trees, so I was like
Yeah.
kind of just waiting for that because it was just trying to. I think he was just trying to like one push me with like 6 minotaurs or something.
Yeah, just
I
like
don't know how many he had.
brute force you like on that first engagement.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were doing like the first engagement like with the brute force of like all the minotaurs just rushing in. You got like you broke one of the minotaurs like immediately because of the blue horror
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
And then the assaulted lord was doing really good work there as well. He was helping with the minotaur fights, and then he was also doing a lot of damage to Morgor.
Yeah, it didn't feel so bad actually. It
Yeah.
felt like kind of okay. I just wasn't like really able to cap like you said, the centaurs were like a big problem.
Yeah.
So maybe screamers, yeah.
Yeah, maybe screamers, and also I was also talking about how like I don't know if you've ever used the Tzeentch Chaos Knights, but they're fantastic and like light in against factions that have light cav, that have lightly armored cav, like Wood Elves, Beastmen. People kind of underestimate them, but they're really really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel that. Like so I'm gonna be real. I didn't know what to expect here. I was going in blind.
Well, yeah,
I
because
thought
you haven't really played Dom in like quite a while, so
Yeah.
and you don't really know Sandwich's playstyle, so yeah. The Knights of Immolation did a really good job, yeah. Like I think when I saw them, they had like 200 kills with like I don't know, like 1,200 value or something like that. So they didn't pay for themselves, but they still did a good job.
Yeah. So yeah, screamers and
I think having like
I brought the wrong item as well. Fuck.
yeah, and then having like some Forsaken in your reinforcing army as well, or like just to get like
Not a bad idea, yeah.
infantry onto the point fast. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember like near the end of the game, I had I think I had a bit of a value advantage, but I was running like range units for because I had nothing else to summon, so it wasn't really efficient.
Okay.
Did he have Centaur's throwing axes?
Yeah, he did.
He did. Okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking about like some halberds, but then I thought, yeah, if he's just got a load of throwing axes, they're just fresh meat.
Yeah, he also had Xenagors with great weapons too.
He has? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't bring them. It's like, yeah, I needed the things that you're talking about. I needed the screamers. It's like you can cut the soul grinder.
Yeah.
Like it was walking around for the start of the game, just like looking for something to fire at, and there was like nothing. So it was a bit unfortunate. But
Let's see. It's next round. Oops. All right. Well, who are you up against this time? Let's see. You're up against the Wood Elf player.
Saliaka.
Yeah, Sarkia.
Whatever his name is. Salika, yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay. The Sandwich won both of his games. Oh, damn it. He has. But is he more likely to play Team of the Wilder and such now?
Yeah.
Or is it totally random?
Oh no. Like, no, it isn't.
Oh yeah, because half kind of Warhammer is playing Sandwich right now. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the players with the most Swiss points are going to be matched up against each other as it progresses.
Okay, interesting. Yes, I'm playing the Wood Elf player. So, think about how I want to approach that. Let's get this guy. He was
Alfredino's against Drakens.
Player, I'll say that. Very passionate.
Alfredino's against freaking Drakens.
He should whoop him, I think. I don't know. I honestly have never seen Alfred really play domination, so I don't know if he even knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I've never. I've played against him. He still knows what he's doing, but I just I don't know how he would do in a tournament setting against other good players.
I think it's just interesting to play for sure.
Yeah.
Just to see how everyone does it, because like I feel like I know what I'm doing, and then like you get into a game of Sandwich, I'm just like I just don't have the right units in my army for sure. I have like the wrong units. It feels okay, but I'm not going to cap anything anytime soon. So
I mean, as I do more EU tournaments, and if you play in more, you'll I'm sure you'll know what to put in your armies next time.
Yeah. Well, it really helps. Like, it really helps just knowing that I can do this little kind of cool little trick with the staff item and the screamers and the furies. So, I'm also like, I found it's actually quite hard to get a balance of like how many expensive units you can bring without just having a shit army. I'm not so sure. Because I brought the like I said, I brought the Doom Knights of Zinch in my reinforcements, and it felt so shit to wait so long, and then it came out and it didn't really do anything. So
yeah,
I would have much rather had some.
Yeah, that's also the thing though. Like you didn't capture any, you only captured like 1 point, so you weren't able to get points fast enough as well. So you weren't able to get supply points in fast enough, yeah.
It would have been much better to have like Forsaken or something.
Yeah.
Chilling on the point. Let's see. Okay, he can host. Elves. I've got a feeling this is very, or should be very favored for me. But I'm not super sure.
Yes, and I'm gonna give you a hint. You're, like I said, I'm gonna give you a tip. Take the Chaos Knights, and I promise you they will make their value.
Okay.
Because
So
the Glade Riders.
Shock Knights, right?
No, not the Lancers. The ones who can stay.
The normal ones.
Yeah, the ones who can fight and stay in combat. Yeah. Obviously, there's a chance that they'll bring Stag Knights because I've used Chaos Knights of Tzeentch against Turkey before and did it really well. So he, was worried about bringing Stag Knights next time in a matchup like that. But then again, Stag Knights still won't trade well against Chaos Knights.
No, it's still horrible, I think.
Yeah, it's still a terrible trade for them. So what they're probably going to go with is like something like Way Watchers or something to try to kill your Chaos Knights while their shitty Cav holds your Chaos Knights back.
I don't think that's working so well. Way Watchers against Tzeentch, but I'm not super sure.
Yeah.
So
They do like the Hawks of Jakira. The ROR, yeah.
Yeah, so you can crumble.
Yeah, I think they usually always bring him. But yeah,
Okay.
good luck in your match.
Okay, thank you, mate. Thank you.
Okay. Oops. There. I hate that it immediately goes to no, I think it goes on the last tab I think you're on. But yeah, this is Tim the Wilder against Catholic Alcoholic. This should be a pretty fun match. It was either going to be this one or Dog Persons, which I think he's against Kark. He's up against Kark, which I think should be a really good match. House Cat of War and Sandwich should be a good match too. But right now in the lead we have Dog Person, Kark, House Cat of War, Catholic Alcoholic, Sandwich, and Tim the Wilder, who all have 2 Swiss points. Where's my phone at? See. I'm just inputting all these in. Trying to keep track of the Swiss points scored because it's going to matter later on to determine who are the finalists. So. Leech Lord, Moose Lord. We have 2 lords in this. Leech Lord and Moose Lord. Wretch. Hunter. Monarch. Zaber. Katars. Actually, let me see who. Oh no, Katars, Beanfish. I think Crave, let's see. Crave is still in, Beanfish is still in. Is Katar still in? Did he drop? Yeah, Katars is dropped, so I don't need to worry about them. That's frustrating. I can't. Can I remove somebody off of the thing? No, I can't. Okay, well, Beanfish, I think I said was in the. Yep, and then Edgelord dropped. Crave is still in. All right, I need to ready up. I forgot. Oh, do I? No, I don't. Okay, good. I know sometimes you have to ready up. Crave, I think. And then Egyptian man, is that a person soon? Yeah. Egypt. I don't know why I can't ready up on this one. I know sometimes I've seen Turn having to ready up for players. Maybe because I didn't make the lobby. That's probably why. Is there 4? Okay, for the first match we have Vlad von Karstein versus. I mean, for first match. For this match we have Emmerich versus Vlad von Karstein. With 2 Unholy Lodestone cards. And the Stearnsman with some Gravesguard with Gravesguard with great weapons. Interesting. Against Emmerich with the Life Mage, 2 Phoenix Guard, and 3 White Lions. Interesting. We're going with a very high value, high elf build. But it is Crucible, so it makes sense. This map is very infantry heavy, like in terms of the engagements, which is what it was designed to be because it's like a corn themed map. Let's see, I got a message. Somebody added me. Hey, Crave.
Yes.
What happened to Alfred?
I don't know.
Did he say anything before he left?
No, actually not. He just left.
Oh, because he has a match and apparently his opponent messaged him and he hasn't replied back. Okay. Had to do some adminning. For some reason, Alfred stopped. Hasn't responded to his opponent, which is weird. Maybe his internet died or something, because Alfred's not that type of person. But anyways, let's get started out. You already know the armies. White Lions, Phoenix Guard. Emmerich has, you know, same thing as usual. Star Lance. Oh, he brought Star Lance. Dragon Horn, and Lord of the Dragons. Life Mage has Starwood Staff, Regrowth, and Dweller's Blow. There's some Rangers being summoned in from the High Elf side. And for the Vampire Scout side, we have Graveguard with Great Weapons. So far, we have nothing for the Vampire Count's side that can contest Emmerich. Emmerich is most likely just going to be able to reign free and get as many points as it wants. Rather, get free points for the High Elf side. Emmerich's going to land down and start attacking the Unholy Loathsome. Great Weapons are going to surround him. They might be able to hit him a few times, get a little damage into him. As you can see, he's already been attacked, but any damage that he receives from these Great Weapons can just be negated by throwing a Regrowth on him. The Dire Pack got summoned in, but unfortunately Emmerich is back in the sky. Vlad charged into these White Lions to stop the charge, so he didn't get the charge bonus off. But is Catholic Alcoholic gonna notice? He is not. So the Graveguard are gonna get their charge off. The White Lions aren't. And these Graveguard get their charge off. I think the White Lions got their charge off as well, but Master of Beguilement is throwing in on them, so the Graveguard should start winning that fight for about 25 seconds. This is how long that debuff should last. Zombies are fighting Phoenix Guard. That's what you should be doing. You should be throwing chaff on top of like expensive elite units like this, so they get tired out just fighting these units, and especially with like Phoenix Guard, because they're considering they're a halberd unit. Their attack rate is a lot slower than as opposed to like a great weapon unit, or a weapon like like the Rangers, or rather a unit like the Rangers. The Sternsmen are already dying. They're crumbling, and I don't think they're going to be able to recover from this because Emmerich is so far away. But yeah, the Sternsmen are practically dead at this point, which is a very good unit for the Vampire Count side. But what can you do really with Emmerich floating around? Him doing fire damage is really bad for regenerating units like the Sternsmen because they have a weakness to fire due to the regeneration of 20%. But either way, the Sternsmen wouldn't have been able to do anything to Emmerich because they're more of an anti-infantry, just stalwart unit that's just supposed to stay there and hold on to, just hold on against other infantry units. The Dire Pack are coming over here to point 2. We have some Karen Rates being summoned in. If Tim notices, he should be able to pull back these Dire Pack. And he has noticed so far. So for Tim, seen how he got point 3. He's able to Vanguard reinforce behind Catholic Alcoholic, and
One of your units has been destroyed.
that's for both these points. So if, say, considering Vampire Counts has point 3, if High Elves Counts gets point 1, then they'll be able to Vanguard behind Tim as well. We have the Spearman, another Phoenix Guard being sent in. Interesting. The Life Mage is taking quite a bit of damage. They're at half HP. Catholic Alcoholic needs to watch out for that. Surprisingly, these Graveguard are still holding on, but maybe they'll... Yep, they... yeah, leadership came back. Leadership came back. Nice, they rallied. So they're no longer in critical binding. Are these the original cameras? Did they get pulled back? I guess they did. So they're gonna be sent in to chase after the Rangers, because they're being sent because the Rangers are coming over on this side to help with point 1. Point 1 is in the hands of the High Elves now, though, so they're gonna be able to summon reinforcements from that point. Cryptic Horrors are being summoned in though, and point 1 is starting to go in favor of Tim. But with these help of these Illyrian Reavers killing the Dire Pack, the Vampire Counts won't have any units left besides the Cairn Wraiths once these zombies dissipate. And these Graveguard as well. So eventually that point should, yeah, it's already going back in control of the High Elves. The Cryptors are coming in, but they're a bit too late, so might as well hold them back until... I mean, they could help with the, they could help with the Cairn Wraiths. Be that buffer that the Cairn Wraiths need. But anyways, point 2 is captured by vampire counts. Emmerich is... so that puts... Excuse me, so that puts vampire counts in the lead, but the High Elves have a lot of infantry on point 2, so they could easily sneak this point away. Once this Phoenix Guard dies, though, I believe vampire counts should have the lead in terms of cap weight. Emmerich is biting off a little more than he can chew right now because he's being surrounded by so many units. He would easily destroy Vlad in a one-on-one, but considering Vlad is surrounded by so much chaff that will be able to block up Vlad or Emmerich, Emmerich would not be winning that fight, and he'd be taking, or if he did, he'd be taking a lot of damage in the meantime, which would not make it not worth it. So everything disintegrated on point 1 for the vampire counts. Only thing left are the Cairn Wraiths, but they are being surrounded by both the Rangers and the Phoenix Guard, and since they're no longer reliant so heavily on their physical resistance, which used to be, I believe, 75%, and which is down now to 55%. They won't be able to do great surrounded like this without any chaff protecting them to take the hits. These Cryptors are being sent in to fight Emmerich, to help against Emmerich, and body block him in. They have a lot of the mass as opposed to like the zombies or Graveguard or any infantry that the vampire counts have. To keep him in place so he can't escape. So Vlad's going to be able to get his attacks in on Emmerich, and the Cryptors are also going to be able to help deal damage against not only Emmerich but the Life Mage as well. Either way, if the Life Mage or if they can get just the Life Mage, that'd be perfect because then Emmerich won't be able to get any more healing. Yes, the Life Mage will be able to resummon, but for now, he'd have to wait until she'd be able to be resummoned. The Dire Pack are being sent in to chase off these Illyrian Reaver archers, and another Illyrian Reaver is being sent to try to defend them, but that's occupying 2 units, keeping them away from the fight. Point 2 is kept in the vampire count's favor. And the Life Mage is still, she's starting to waver, she's taken, has almost a quarter of her HP left. What was that? Dragonhorn. Emmerich popped Dragonhorn, so he's at 98 weapon strength. Excuse me, 98 melee attack, but his weapon strength is debuffed because of poison from the Cryptors, I believe. Wait, unless the Cryptors are dead. Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, the Cryptors are dead, so it's from Aura of Dark Grandeur. Damn, the Cryptors died fast. Actually, no, they're right here. I'm an idiot. I'm blind. But if the Cryptors do hit him, they do have poison to reduce his weapon strength even more. But yeah, he's just taking a leadership debuff. So did he have poison? I didn't notice. I guess poison doesn't show up on the card. Yeah, it doesn't show up on the port card. So he's poisoned from the Cryptors. Yeah. Some Graveguard with great weapons are being sent in to point 1. They should be able to easily defeat the Spearmen, but the Spearmen are. Or excuse me, these are Silver Guard, so the Silver Guard will last a lot longer than the Spearmen. They will eventually get defeated by the great weapons, but they're going to be able to fend the great weapons off for much longer than something like the Spearmen, which means keeping them off the point longer so they can summon more another unit to protect it. Its Cryptors are finally starting to crumble. The Life Mage is broken and terrified. Emmerich needs to save his Life Mage. Otherwise, Vlad is about to kill her. An overcast from Vlad, miscast, but he's able to kill the poor little Life Mage. So that means no more regrowths for Mr. Emmerich. Point 3 is still in the favor of vampire counts. He needs to get Catholic Alcoholic needs to get his Rangers onto this point. And yeah, he's already he's taking it right now. So it should be going to High Elf soon. Yep. So High Elves now have point 3. They have a lot of cap weight right here, so they're going to need a little bit more than Graveguard and Cairn Wraiths. And what Catholic Alcoholic is most likely going to do is to send the Illyrian... Oh, is he abandoning point 3? Right now, the one who's in the lead right now is Vampire Counts in terms of overall tickets. But the High Elves control point 3 and point 1. And if issues though is they're leaving the point, so Vampire Counts might sneak away this point with his Graveguard. I don't know. So Catholic Alcoholic is going to go all in on point 2, bringing in all his infantry on it. Vlad needs to watch out because he is pretty low. He's taking a lot of damage from Emmerich, but he is also surrounded by the Fireborn, so I don't think he's going to be able to get out of this. I don't know if he has enough wins or if he has enough... he is going to have enough wins and another zombie count, a zombie summon to be able to get him out of here. He needs to start retreating through his zombies. The Dire Pack is here to try to help get him out of there. The Dire Pack should be able to get some pretty okay damage into the Fireborn. The Fireborn have 110 armor, and the Dire Pack don't have great AP values. Oof, that's really bad for the Vampire Counts. Vlad is dead, which is going to put a big leadership penalty on a lot of the infantry units. It's going to go from 16 to much lower count later on, but as soon as that leader dies, you're going to get a huge -16 to your leadership. So, and that's really bad for undead units who already have poor leadership. And then a Dwellers Below is going to punish this blob really badly. All of these infantry that were on point 2 are now dead, are now practically dead. They might be able to come back from crumbling, but I think it's... I don't know. At this point, it's definitely going in the favor of High Elves, I believe. Emmerich might not be able to get away, though. The Fireborn can't help because they're terrified. If they do come back, they might be able to push back the Cairn Wraiths and Dire Pack. Here we go. Okay, so the Fireborn came back. Is Emmerich going to be able to get up? I think he's going to be able to get up. He got a regrowth on him, too. See how the Life Mage was just summoned back again because she's just so cheap on foot with just 2 spells. Wow, these Graveguard Great Weapons actually ended up losing. I'm very surprised about that. I did not know. Like, I knew the Silver Guard were great, but geez. The bonus versus infantry on these Graveguards with Great Weapons did not serve them here. Is it because... I wonder if it's because they started crumbling because Vlad died. Because I assume that they should win that. Either way, point 2 is now in the hands of the High Elves. What looked like a overwhelming push from the Vampire Counts looks like it's now turned over in the High Elves' favor. The Vampire Counts were really in the lead there, but Emmerich killing Vlad was just a big punch to the Vampire Counts. They still have Graveguard on point 2, so they still have... I mean, on point 3, so they're still getting... He's still getting points, but considering High Elves have 2 points, and they're not that far away from Tim in terms of points, means that they can most likely catch up soon. The Graveguard are being sent in towards point 2 to try to get it back. Somehow, just the 2 Cairn Wraith units were able to get... were able to start outcapping the High Elves, but since they're now crumbling, it's gonna start going back down. We do have some more Graveguard being summoned in. Same with some Cairn Wraiths here. Tim could definitely still win this, depending on how Cat plays this. But he is sending these cheap Valerian Reaver archers over here just to cap point 3 away from Tim. So I'm not sure. I think he should have kept the Graveguard on point 3. I don't know why he... Yeah, I think the issue there was that he had nothing left to send in. Like, the High Elves just stopped his momentum. So, yeah, I think at that point, Tim knew that he couldn't come back from it. Because once you stop their momentum, especially killing their Lord for the Vampire Count side, it's really hard to come back. Great match from both these players. Tim is always... really fun to watch. 2100 value on Vlad. 100, yeah, the Graveguard didn't do that great. Mostly because of the build from Cat. the high elf elite build from Cat. Jesus, look at that. 333 kills on these Phoenix Guard, and they got a silver chevron. My God. Wow. I mean, who could have expected a Phoenix Guard, like an elite build like this? And Emmerich, look at that. 5100 value. Emmerich is just really deadly against vampire counts with his fire damage and high weapon strength. He's just an absolute tank. 132 kills on these Phoenix Guard with 800 value. The Silver Guard did fantastic. I mean, they held off a Grave Guard great weapon unit all by themselves with only taking half HP, half damage. Fireborn did okay. They did end up saving Emmerich there from the Karen Wraiths and the Dire Pack. Yeah, just good play from both players. It's just Emmerich is just he's a powerhouse. He is an absolute powerhouse, man. Hard to stop for any player. So Bahamut, the Chaos Knights worked, right?
Man, it was fucking. It was a slaughter.
I told you. It's really hard for the Wood Elves to handle any heavy calf.
Yeah, it didn't feel fair. Like
Mm-hmm.
it just didn't feel fair. He
Yeah.
like, was running Eternal Guard and everything, and it was just eating him.
Yeah,
So
Eternal Guard are great, but like, I mean, they're spirit units. They're not gonna be able to stick to your calf. You can just run away.
no. I basically waited at the start, so he took all the points, and then I had like 6 Chaos Knights, and then it was kind of over.
Yeah. 6 Chaos
Because
Knights.
obviously he spread his army
Yeah.
between 3 points. And,
Good job, man.
he couldn't reinforce. Like I think he had like 1 or 2 cavalry or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't working. Oh, Emmerich's back, dude. What?
No, he's not. Not really.
Yeah, not temporarily. The ghost of Emmerich.
Temporarily, Emmerich is back.
Is this a replay?
It's not.
What happened the first time?
The first time I had more ammo and he died faster.
Catholic Alcoholic beat Tim the Wilder with a Emmerich Phoenix Guard build.
Oh fuck, I'm not supposed to do that.
Oh, did he? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, like one of the Phoenix Guard got a silver chevron just from killing Grave Guard.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is Alfred gonna num dragons? Let's see.
I don't think I've ever seen that
I'm
happen.
sorry. I hope so. Wait, I'm gonna.
Okay, I just want to point out that my fucking Poison Wind globes had full HP and went out of ammo.
That's disgusting. I'm gonna make a quick call. I'll be right back 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. So luckily we still have Alfred Dino stream, so let me throw this up. He's streaming his match through Discord so I can watch. So I can stream this game for you guys. It's Bretonia versus the ogres, as you can see. We have, I think he had his hunter. I think he has a hunter as his lord. By the way, we have the ROR Mornfang, an Iron Blaster, it seems, a hunter, some ogres with dual weapons, a bunch of Gnoblars, some Gnoblar trappers. I think the hunter is on a Stonehorn is the thing, yeah. This Iron Blaster is going to be able to do great work, and the Peasant Bowmen are going to be able to do any damage to it, essentially. I mean, with volume of fire from the peasant archers, they'll be able to eventually do some damage, but it won't be a whole lot because of their armor. Because of the armor from the Iron Blaster. Excuse me. Sorry for the quality, guys. I'm just watching it through Discord, so. But we have some more Mornfang with great weapons, maybe. I think summoned out. Yeah, more ogre bulls. The ogre players playing a little passive to and allowing the Bretonnian player to get these 2 points, while he makes a lot of his value from his range units. I believe. Yeah. So he's kind of like it's kind of like a Tim the Wilder play. I don't know what it's called, but he's holding all of his units for like a really big push at the end. The Iron Blaster is getting fantastic value as per usual. He's got a wonderful side shot against those peasants with halberds. I think they're men at arms with halberds. Excuse me. So looking at the bracket, we have Kark who beat Dog Person. House Cat of War beat Sandwich. We watched Cat beat Tim, and then Subutai lost apparently to Ghoul Baby. Fretch lost his match against Sus Donor. Bohemian beat Serkia. Leech Lord beat Moose Lord. So we do have a Lord of the two. And then we have Kingfish who beat Saber Scowl. Crave beat Agent Men, and then this is the last match we have right now for the third round. Afridino versus Drakens. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So we're having that ogre push finally. Now that the Iron Blaster softened up a lot of the infantry for the Bretonnia side, and ogres are able to push and just run over the Bretonnian infantry. There are 2 halberds, men and arm halberds on point 3 that may be able to fend off some of the ogres, but the ogres have taken point 2 from Bretonnia successfully. The trappers are able to get some good DACA into the peasants from behind. The ogres have an overwhelming amount of force on point 2 at the moment. Point 3 is going less successfully, but he does have a lot of the infantry. He does still have a lot of the remaining infantry on the point. One second. Okay, sorry about that. So we have the Ogre Bulls being held off by these men at arms with halberds. Alfredino is able to get push the Bretonnian player back into his spawn with these with the Ogre Bulls. So, but Bretonia has a lot of infantry heading towards the point, and I think I see a. I missed it. I can't tell what that was. I think it's a paladin. Yeah, that's a paladin on the point as well. There's two paladins. I think it's a paladin Fey build. Yeah, that would make sense. But Bretonia is able to keep the ogres off of point 3. He needs to throw a Troll Guts on. Oh, he doesn't. Yeah, he needs to throw a Troll Guts on the Mornfang ROR because. No, yeah, they're already out. They're already routed. I'm not sure if they'll come back or not. I can't see where they're at. But ogres were able to crush the infantry that were being pushed to point 2. And now Bretonia seems to be focusing his forces on point 3, keeping the ogre forces at bay. There's Pegasus Knights, I believe. I don't know which Pegasus Knights they are, but they are Pegasus Knights, which is a surprising pick. I've never seen them used against ogres. But I can imagine they're doing a lot of work right now with their anti-large. Right now, the ogres are able to keep a lot of Bretonian infantry in their spawn with the overwhelming force and charges of the ogre bulls. He's going to throw a butcher on the Troll Guts on the Mornfang calves with great weapons. And he's going to start reinforcing point 1 because he sees peasants being sent that way. Nobblers, considering that most of the infantry for Bretonian side having expendable, Nobblers are able to outcap them most of the time, but they have men at armor, shields, and a peasant there, so they're able to outcap the Nobbler. Actually, no, wait. Yeah, okay, no. I'm wrong. Yeah, the point 1 is in favor of the Nobblers, right? Yeah. Okay, now no, it's come back into Bretonia's favor. Either way, the Fey Enchantress and her goon squad are still on point 2, brawling, but they're not able to take point 2 back. There's some remaining tattered forces of ogres inside of the Bretonian spawn that Drakens is being forced to deal with before he can push on to point 2. But so far, like the hunter on the Mornfang is relatively healthy. It's gonna be really hard to get them off the point. That's the thing with Bretonia. They also have just like really hard time dealing with heavily armored single entities. They do have Pegasus Knights, but they always have trouble with they always have the same trouble that any flying cav has, where a lot of their models get stuck or they don't attack. And they do have some anti-large cav, but a lot of it isn't armor piercing. And even if it does have armor piercing, it's very minimal armor piercing. But the ogre player is starting to get triple capped. A lot of the momentum that the ogre player had is starting to fall apart. I think the ogre player probably pushed a little too hard into the Bretonian side without having enough forces on their points to keep their to protect the points. You shouldn't be pushing so far into their spawn. I understand why they were pushing so far into their spawn, but you shouldn't be pushing so far into their spawn if you don't have anything remaining on the points. They are taking back point 1 though, with some nobblers. Point 2 is starting to go in favor of the ogre's hands. Luckily, thanks to that Morphing hunter, he's able to get a lot of terror routes. So not only the damage from the Morphing, but then the terror comes in as well. It's really easy to route Bretonnian infantry with a single entity like that. Another Troll Guts being thrown in on the ROR Morphing. I think that's called Troll Guts. I think the third armor ability for them is called something else. It might be Butcher or something. But it's essentially the same thing as Crow Guts, which is it's gonna heal that Morphing ROR. Point 3 has been taken, is in the hands of Bretonnia, but the Ogre player is sending some Ogre Bulls with dual weapons that way, sending with some Nobbler Trappers. That should be enough with the Iron, especially with the Iron Blaster being used as a chariot to rear charge them. That's one of the things I love about the Iron Blaster, and with the Nobbler Scrap Launcher Catapult for the Ogres, is that both of them can be used as chariots, as like janky chariots, because they have really good they have anti-infantry, and they have the massive chariots as well. Yep, and the Drakens is gonna bow out. Unfortunately, Drakens was starting to be able to get some momentum back, but with that Mornfang Cav constantly routing off his infantry units and the Fae being dead, which I didn't notice happen, but with the Fae not being around, so from the Lord penalty of the Lord dying, and also the Mornfang terror from the Mornfang, Bretonnian peasants are going to rout just like that for making any bit of damage. So it seems a lot of the value came from... Wow, they got 2,200 value on the Pegasus Knights, I believe I saw. But yeah, see, 136 kills with that Mornfang with great weapons got 2 chevrons. I just gotta wait for
It's like the light you can't shoot until you're like on top of each other.
Good job, Alfred.
Pretty good, but nice game though.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice game.
What the fuck, man? There's a lobby called Hot Nurgling 6 chat.
Oh, that's sandwich, man. I got invited to that. It was disgusting, I promise.
Alright.
It's everything you dreamed and more.
I
Alright.
don't think I want to have that dream.
Too late now. It's too late.
Oh no.
You're there.
Do me a favor and put your score in, Alfred.
Hey, by the way, did you know that Nurglings are born in your body and then they exit through a hole of their choice and you don't die during it?
So basically you give birth, right?
Yeah, you give birth, but not through the hole you'd imagine. So, yeah.
Right, why are you telling me this?
I don't know, man.
Why are you telling me this?
Hey, Alfred, can you report your score?
Yeah, I'll do.
Okay.
GG.
I think it's...
Who the fuck is Catholic Alcoholic? That's a good name.
Hey, he's owning actually.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well. Yeah, I'm gonna advance the round.
Who is he? Oh, he's beating some big lads, some big boys. Is this the last round?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go big. Double soul grinder. Go big, go home.
Give him.
Give me Crave again.
Not quite, I think.
Rematch.
I would need to win, and you would need to lose.
I never lose.
But, you know. At least it's the map I like. Who the fuck is Beanfish? I feel like I played him before.
Beanfish? I don't know.
least I think I did.
Who have I got? Who have I got? Sus Downer. Interesting. Who is that?
Similarities.
I did beat him before. He played Dark Elves.
Sus
It was one,
Downer?
one of many Dark Elves I faced in the newbie tournament.
Wait a minute. Trench just played this dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna mess with the. Let's see.
What is playing Ghoul BBY?
Zinch.
Oh my god, Zinch versus
August.
August. I hope the map is very flat.
Yet. So.
Can someone talk?
Hey, what's up?
Okay, thanks. I was checking on my sound.
Sorry.
I like how everybody played Crave. That's really funny.
Wait, so you played Crave, I played Crave, and Tretch is playing Crave now?
No,
I'm
I don't
playing
think
Zinch.
so. But I wish he was.
That would have been quite funny.
Crave
Yeah.
just literally had an evening practice against Odium.
It happens.
Correct.
He made a little bit. I guess I'm going over. Please tell me it's not the dirty Okay, it's not the nerdlings. Let's
Right,
go.
where is this Grim Meeper?
Ogres again. I mean, I guess I'd get to test it, huh?
Argus again, yeah. You get to test your Warp Lightning Cannon. Grim Meeper. There's the Ogres.
We actually played in the 2v2 tournament against Ogres, and the name was, like, it was Ogres Bretonia, and it was Peasants Minority.
Again.
Oh boy. Okay.
Cat.
Let's try this shit.
It's
Tired of
good.
fucking Ogres.
It's Ghoul BBY, but I can't see it on the Discord.
Wait.
Ghoul.
He has a different
Just,
name.
yeah, just type in Ghoul. It's Gabagool.
He's called Gabagool. He's called Gabagool.
He added you in the find your opponent chat.
When I played him, I also couldn't find him. So
Yeah, he tagged you in the find your opponent chat.
Why do people have different names?
I'll talk to him, I guess.
Okay.
Fucking man, I should change my name just to throw people off as well. Seems fun.
good schemes. I mean, I guess I'll just do it. I guess I'll just bring whatever I concocted with Alfred and see how it works, even though the content is meant for one player cannons.
Oh, he's also playing August.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm so tired of these fat, angry Mongol people running at me.
Bohemond avenged me.
I did, dude. I made him quit. Don't worry.
Nice.
Let's see this thing.
Sinch versus August.
Sounds tough. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, a tiny bit.
A little tough, maybe.
A little tough. Yeah. I should ask an ambulance.
I think so. Play it safe.
Let's put on. Oops.
You know me. I'm gonna throw it the first opportunity I've got.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I believe in you. 100% you have this. Okay, what am I doing? Yep. It's some. You know these Zinch heroes? Are there any of them good, or are they just trash?
Shows, I mean,
Seem kind of trash.
Yeah, they're kind of trash.
I was actually playing in Domination at some point. I was playing Rush with the cultist because as a lord, because you give a lot of melee attacks, so you start doing a little bit like Wozag, if you know what I mean, for green skin.
Oh, okay.
Give like.
Oh yeah, Wand of Whimsy. I see. Okay.
But I'll be honest, I don't think it's worth it. No, it might be worth it, but it's not. I guess common, or I don't know.
Not super worth it.
It's good, but not super good.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
It's
Yes.
decent.
Decent. Okay. The map. So. Okay, good luck, boys.
Yeah, good luck, good luck.
Good luck, guys. I don't know how to edit people's points in the Swiss thing. Okay, then we're gonna watch Subutais. One second, guys. I'm just doing some admin quick. Okay, we're gonna be watching Arctic. Hold on, let me keep fixing these Swiss points really quick, and then we'll watch. Sorry about that, guys. Catholic alcoholic has 1.2 mini. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Fixed it all up. Okay, cool. So, guys, we have Bretonia versus Subutai. We saw Draken's last game against the Ogres, and this time we're gonna see him against Subutai, the Beastman. Right now we have Fey Enchantress with Earthblood, Wakening of the Wood, Flesh to Stone, and Chalice of Potions, and Favor of the Fae. Then we're gonna have the two Paladins, one being Henry Massif, of course. We're gonna have some Spearmen, Halberds, a bunch of Peasant mobs, of course, some Peasant Archers, Halberds. I think I just saw a Trebuchet, but there's a Gorilla. Did I see a Trebuchet? I thought I saw a Treb. Maybe I'm going crazy. Probably going crazy. Yeah, but there's two Gorilla. And then for the Beastman side, we're gonna have some Vanguarding. We're gonna have some Great Bray Shaman, Wild with just Traderkin on a chariot, and then we're gonna have Ungor Hordes, and then some Ungor Raiders, and then we're gonna have some Minos. Just two, and then one of them being the Butcher's Attacking Guard, and then we're gonna have a Gorbel, the dreaded Gorbel. We haven't seen him in forever. Awesome. It's been so long since I've seen a Gorbel. Seems like both players are going to be pushing up to point 1. Wow, nobody's contesting point 3. Interesting. But I'm assuming the Beastmen will go for it eventually, considering how fast their troops are. But we have a lot of Ungors on point 1. Some more Minos just got summoned in. We have Dace Minos, including the Gorbel, just waiting behind the trees, avoid any missile fires. We have some Paladins breaking into these Ungors, just to stop them from charging. Okay, I thought they were gonna have the Ungors turn around and then charge them in the back with the peasants, but no, we're gonna have a peasant tide coming in to absorb all this damage from the Ungors. We're gonna have a Traderkin. Is this what it is? Yeah, a Traderkin, and then an Earthblood on top of the Paladins to mitigate a lot of the Traderkin damage. It's still doing good damage even with the Earthblood. Because I believe Traderkin, yeah, it does more damage than Earthblood can heal. This is upgraded. We have Minos trapping up the Paladins, and then Ungor Spearmen. Ooh, this could be really, really good for Drakens. I mean Drakens for Subutai. One paladin is taking an absolute beating. Henry Le Massif is doing well, but Chalice of Potions down on these Ungors. It took, some of the peasants and the Ungors took a lot of damage from that. We have an Awakening of the Wood on the Spearmen to try to free the paladins. One of them routs. Henry Le Massif is still trudging along, but we have some Ungor Raider Daka with some pigs been summoned in. Is Gorbo going to be able to stop this paladin and kill him? Actually, the Gorbo is going after Henry. Henry, you need to get your butt out of there. We have some spearmen sent to point 3 to take that. We have spearmen from the Bretonnia side on point 2. Point 1 is heavily contested by both players. The beastmen are stuck in a bunch of pole arms. They need to get those. He needs to get those minos out of there. With the Butchers of Kalkin Guard in the Bretonnia, on the Bretonnia side, they're unfortunately in bunch of pole arms and Grell Knights, so they're not going to survive very long. And yep, they're pretty much going to break in a second. They're pretty low, 1300 health anyway, so they're gonna. I'm pretty sure they're dead. We have some pigs in reserve. Ungors being sent to point 1. More Ungors being sent to point 1. Hold on.
They're not going.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had some family in my room asking me stuff about dinner and whatnot. Things have turned sour, a lot different than from what I was seeing. Anyways, so we have a big mosh pit right here. These Minotaurs of Great Weapons are fighting into polearms, which isn't great, but they do have some Ungor Spearman chaff. Some battle pilgrims are here, chasing off the Minotaurs. With some spearmen on the point. The point is going to Bretonnia. We have point 2 still to own to Bretonnia, but it's been taken down by an Ungor spear. Point 3 is still uncontested by beastmen. We have a Guerrilla Reliquary and 1 unit of halberds and spears on the point. These spears are going to be routed off by these Minos, charging them in the back. And these battle pilgrims need to be sent back to the point because they're chasing off that unit of Minotaurs. Same with these polearms. They're chasing after a broken unit of Ungors. Chalice of Potions being sent down on that Ungor horde. It did a fairly substantial damage, but it also did damage to both the polearms and the spears as well. Great Brace Shaman. Let's look at their value. 1900 with that the Traderkins. I've missed some Traderkins, unfortunately. But Gorbo's over here just letting some support, smacking peasants around. You know, having fun just somersaulting into peasants. Minotaurs with great weapons are going to be cleaving into these great reliquaries. Yeah, these reliquaries are dead. They're not going to be able to. But it's okay because they're cheap. Awakening of the Wood being popped on these Ungors. Let's see the value on the Fae so far. 1,000. Okay. Has she used all her chalices? Yes, she has. Men at Arms should be able to beat these Ungor Spearmen. Does he have any? Nope. She's more Men at Arms. Excuse me. If Drakons can get some more battle programs on the field, that'd help with all the Ungor chaff. But I understand why they wouldn't, because of the Minos. Anyway, we have a bunch of these pole arms coming back. We have some peasant bowmen still here. These pigos are being chased off by some Grell Knights. These archers are broken, or they're routing, but they're going to be they might as well be unsummoned when they come back. We have some more men at arms being summoned in. What else do we have summoned in? Some foot squires. Nice. Oh, there's a little bit of lag there. That was pretty bad. We have some foot squires. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome unit. They got a buff recently. I can't remember what it was about. I think it was like some more AP or bonus for infantry. I'm not sure. But Grell Knights going to be sent in to charge after this great Bray Shaman. And then, but the Minos are on top of that. They're on the way. You need to get the Grell Knights out of there. But oh no, there's a Knights of the Realm. Excuse me. Knights of the Realm are charging into those Minos. A really nice Traderkin on both these men at arms and the Knights of the Realm. These Knights of the Realm might be routing soon. I think they're terrified, actually. No, they're still routing. But the Flesh of Stone proc on them and the Earthblood. They should keep them in the fight for a little bit. But they are fighting Minos, two Minos, one with great weapons. Yep, and they're losing decisively. They need to get out of there. They've lost quite a bit of models. Point 1 might be going in the favor of Drakons, but we'll see. Yeah, he does have an overwhelming amount of force here. The Gorbel might be biting off a little more than he can chew. He should be sent over to point 2, because right now he's just fighting polearms and Knights of the Realm, which both have bonus versus large. These Minos with great weapons also probably need to be sent back as well. This point seems has no more Ungor chaff to protect the Beastmen Minos from peasant damage from their spears. These Minos are chasing off this peasant mob and this Knights of the Realm. But I think if the peasant mob turns around and fights the Minos and these Knights of the Realm are really damaged, I don't think they could win that. This is a full health of Minos, so. And then we also have the Butchers of Kalkengard back. Let's see what their value is looking like. 500. They haven't really made much their value back, but they are here in the field again. These peasants don't want anything to do with that, but it's too late. They're getting recharged by those butchers. The butchers are having some peasants for dinner. What is this, another Traderkin? Yep, another Traderkin on this big old blob. That's so much value just being racked up for Subutai. Let's look at that. 2,500 from all these Traderkins. And of course, you know, the chariot charges, but I'm pretty sure a lot of its value is from these Traderkins. These great weapons are just murdering a bunch of peasants. They're also doing damage to the foot squires, which is great value because the foot squires are not meant to be fighting large targets like this. We have some Grell Knights charging in. They might be able to get a few Mino kills, but the Butchers of Kalkengard are here to reinforce as well. I don't think these are Knights of the Realm. Oh right, they don't have the glowing lances. And then these Knights of the Realm turning around with there's a Flesh of Stone popped on them, and then they get sent around to try to protect the foot squires from these Minos with shields. I'm not sure if they'll be able to do the job though. They're very low on health. The Flesh of Stone is about to go away already. But there's an Earthblow thrown on them. Foot squires are able to get away, however, and then some battle pilgrims are also sent to bog down these Minos. We also have some peasant bowmen. They need to start shooting into those Minos. With some spearmen being summoned in as well. These Ungor spearmen are flanking. Point 1 is in the hands of Bretonia, though. Point 2 might be going in the hands of Bretonia due to the cap weight, just to the sheer cap weight, and the fact that The Beastmen actually don't have much infantry on here. Some Ungor are being spawned in though. They're being sent into point 2. So Bretonnia needs to get their battle pilgrims on the point and get those Minos into spears. They are running a Subutai with this. Excuse me, I'm struggling with words here. These Minos are disengaged from the battle pilgrims to get into these peasant boatmen to get them off the field. No free DACA for the Bretonnia, but we have another peasant bowman being summoned in. These men at arms need to be unsummoned. These men at arms, these foot squires should probably be unsummoned. They're pretty low in health, but we have some spears on point 1, and I don't think beastmen are going to contend that point anymore. 943 to 748. I think, yeah, Bretonnia is going to start taking point 3, which will leave, the Beastman player with only 1 point. But that point might be okay. It's just constantly going back and forth between the Beastman and the Bretonnia point 2. And the tickets are actually pretty close, from 900 to 800. So if the Bretonnian player is able to score all 3 points, they'd be able to catch up to Subutai pretty quickly. I mean, even now they're going to be catching up pretty soon. They're getting 2 points at a time, while Draken's only getting 1. It take quite a while, but it is possible. Some piggies are being sent in to point 2, and still the capture weight keeps switching between both players. The piggies charge into these men-at-arms here, and now the capture weight is going back to the beastmen. I mean, it makes sense. There's the Gorbel still here, and there's a bunch of Minos being sent in as well, and there's even more piggies being sent in, or Baconators, as TOURNEY has called them. The Butchers of a Cowkin Guard are going to get a rear charge in these halberds and pretty much rout them. They routed before the Butchers even got there. But yeah, the Beastman player wins. Drakens bows out. Yeah, that was really rough. If they could have gotten that middle point, maybe they could have won, but just the sheer force from the Moo train, from the Mino train, it was just too much. It was too much for the poor Fae. Yeah, that beginning engagement with the Paladins getting trapped up by those Minos was really, really bad for Bretonnia. They lost one of their Paladins immediately. Henry La Massif was still hanging around, but like the purpose of the Paladin Goon Squad is to protect the Fae, and the Fae was no longer able to be protected. She didn't die, but she got unsummoned. She had to get unsummoned because of how low she was at that point. The Halberds obviously did great against Minos and all that Ungor chaff. Really, it was a closest game, yeah. But look at that value on that Traderkin. God, the amount of times that I've seen Traderkin nowadays, like, it's a really impressive how much value you can rack up with Traderkin. And then 240 kills on the Butchers. They didn't have that much value earlier. I saw them, they had like maybe 300 value, and they got, just on that last summon, they got up to 1400. They didn't pay for themselves because they got summoned twice, but that's really impressive. The Bulgor did well. Gorbel, not Bulgor. Gorbel did well. 1200 value. Yeah, the Mino bus was really strong. 213 kills here. 213 kills here. Minos are very tough to get rid of when you're with a lot of your cav not having that great of armor piercing. I mean, Minos don't have great. Minos don't have a lot of armor. I think they have like 60 at most. But I don't know. Just, I mean, the Grell Knights did fantastic. 2,000. We have 1,000 on this Knights of the Realm. 300 value on that one. I just think a lot of the unfortunately engagements didn't favor Drakens. Let's see. Syracuse had to play against High Elves as what elves? That was a really good game for both players. Okay, let's see.
They put a time on you.
It is still, but it as I said to you earlier, probably it means like if like points don't matter except if you did a wrong timing, pretty much.
I guess. But I think you sometimes wait too long.
No, for me, for sure. I lost my second game through that as well. But I feel like it pretty much comes from your it's either you get absolutely wrecked and then points like matters, but I guess like just the value train matters, or you lose because you forget to attack, like you don't attack quick enough.
I think a lot of times, like on my game, like the only reason he could have won it was because he was leading in points, and I had like a lot of money invested in artillery early on, so I had like troubles getting the points. So I had to wait until I could summon Gorage, and then I could push. But before that, I couldn't. Pretty much. So he had like a 2-cap on me for like the first 5 minutes, I would say.
Did you guys enjoy your matches?
Melonhead, we love to talk.
What happened?
Yeah, I mean that's okay. I would have preferred if we weren't streamed about like our call.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, I mean that's okay. LTK trash and such, but you know, since I was talking such thing like for the whole time.
I didn't even. What did you say that I? Because I don't think you said anything ish, like bad wise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I only streamed whenever we like I only let you guys heard on the stream whenever it was like between matches, and even then like it wasn't, nothing was bad was said.
Did I say anything weird, Bohemond? Or...
You always say something weird, dude.
That's the thing, Melonhead. Okay, next time you...
Yeah. I have your. I have the. But I have the. but I have the voices muted. I have the voices muted right now. Yeah, next time I'll tell you guys. Let's see. I have to do a bunch of math now. Great. So dog person. Dog person. Did dog person win their game? Let's see. They won. So, god damn it! I have to do all these math now. So let's see. Umai's told me that please run Swiss, you need to count up for each the number of Swiss opponents, points for each opponent. And 0. Okay, so dog person. Wait. If players have a Swiss point, you need to count up for each. For each opponent they had. Okay, let's see. So dog person. Let's see their. God damn it! I hate math so much. Okay. All right, now dog person has 3 points. Plus. Let's see. Who did they last face? Leech Lord. Leech Lord had 2 points. Okay, and then plus what else? Hey Nerexa. How'd you enjoy your games? I heard Aphrodina tell me no, it was Bohemed who told me that it was unfortunately a little bit of a slaughter with the Zinch Cav against the Wood Elf Cav. Let's see, 5 plus. Okay. Yeah, okay, so god damn it. I lost train of thought. I lost my train of thought. Okay, dog person beat Leech Lord, and then what else? They math sucks. Okay, so aside from they lost to Kark, then dog person beat Tretch. Tretch has how many points? Um I'm glad it wasn't too bad for you. How was the overall tournament for you, though? Was it a good experience? Tretch, let's see. Okay, so 2 points. I'm gonna take off display capture and put on browser capture. Yeah. And then what else? Who else did they beat? They beat Subutai. Okay. And next we have Sus Downer, let's see. Has 3 points. Who did they beat? They beat Bohemud, who has 2. Okay, and then they beat who else? Tretch, who has 2. And then Kark, and then Saber Scowl. Saber Scowl has how many points? 1. Okay. We have Kark next, who has 3. 2. Dog person who has another 3. And then they beat, let's see, Sus Downer, who also has another 3. And then they beat who else? Cool Baby, who has how many points? 2. And it didn't seem completely unmanageable, but there was some map support, but Oklahoma had really good control race count on top of it. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm guessing there wasn't a lot of favorable maps for the Wood Elves, unfortunately. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's the Crucible, Altar of Champions, which is not great for it. Yeah, unfortunately, you didn't have a lot of solid map choices for the what else. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wasn't even like thinking about my map choices. I was just like throwing ones onto the list. To be fair, let's see. Alfredino has 3 plus Cool Baby, so who has 2 points. Verdino also beat Drakens, who has 1. Who else did Alfredino beat? Verdino beat Crave. Plus 2. And I believe Alfredino lost to, yeah, Nerexa. But I'm glad you had fun even with the bad map choices. Sorry about that. I'm bothering poor Mize about how to calculate these points. This is my first, because it's my first time doing it. Sandwich has 3 against Tim. He beat Tim, so how much does Tim have? Plus 2. And then my mind is like all over the place. Sandwich lost against House Cat of War. And then one against Mohammed. Okay. Sandwich also beat Egypt Man. Unfortunately, didn't get any points. Okay, and let's see. Catholic Alcoholic. 3 plus 2. Against Circia. Okay, and then who else did they play against? Tim, who has 2 points. I'm surprised Tim is so low on the list. But then again, Tim hasn't played in a while, so maybe they just need a refresher. But let's see. Yeah, and then they beat who else? Yeah, they won against Moose Lord. Moose Lord has 0 points, unfortunately. And then Catholic Alcoholic, they got a bye, which is 0. Oh, no, they got a win because their opponent dropped before they were able to calculate their win. So, 0 because so they got 0 anyways because the I mean they already have the 1 point from their match, but they didn't get any bonus because the person dropped. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Raw strength. Okay. Okay. He explained it to me now. Thank you to Amais for explaining this to me properly. Yes, Okay, 5. Raw strength you faced. Okay. So we do dog persons again. What is dog person? What am I doing? Dog person. Say they lost against Kark. Kark has how many points? +3. 12. Sus Downer. Did they lose against somebody? I wasn't calculating losses because I didn't know how to do it. So, but Umais explained it to me. Sus Downer. Let's see. Sus Downer lost to Kark, who is also another 3 points. So 12. Kark. Kark lost to House Cat, which is 4. So pretty sure it's So it should be Kark then. Alfred got what? Let me just check real quick though. Alfred got. Who did Alfred lose to? Oh yeah, Alfred lost to Circia or Nerexa. 2 points. Sandwich. Let's see, who did Sandwich lose to? House Cat of War, which is 4. Yeah, so it's pretty sure it's Kark, but let me just calculate cats real quick. Cat. Yeah, so it's Kark. No, it's Kark and House Cat of War. I believe. Okay, so let me message them. Wonder if they've already known this. Yeah, they already knew it. They already did the math before I could. at least I learned how to do it though. I'm guessing it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Nope. That's spectate. Go to spectate. Oh, thank you. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty funny that they already had a that they already had the game up. After overall, we're completely fine. I personally don't like Teleham and Proving Grounds for bad Vanguard points, but I guess that's how it is. I'm trying to think. I think next time I'd probably sub out Proving Grounds for Crater Decay. And the map is I don't know why I have multiple maps. I'm an idiot. I realized that yeah, we're gonna do Crater. Add multiple maps on there, even though it's a single faction tournament. Let's see, tournament, and then change the description. Plus, your stream yourself for promotion. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I was trying to do. Go completely wild. I wanted to like, cause I have two. Obviously, you know, I have two tournaments going on. I wanted to try to make sure that it didn't get stale playing the same-ish maps from the first one to the second tournament, just in case people play both. But yeah, I know in the future now to. Give me 1 second. I'm losing my train of thought here. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. I had to deal with the call. So, it's gonna be House Cat of War on vampire counts, and then we're gonna have Kark on Lizardman. Let's go with the vampire counts first. Full zombies, spearmen. We have some crypt ghouls. Just one. The Sternsman, some great weapons. Graveguard, and then we have us normal Graveguard right here. He's doing the zombie lord thing. He's probably, I don't know who his lord in reserve is, but we do have a corpse guard with both 2 unholy lodestones, I think. Yeah, and then is there only 1 white king? There's 2 white kings, so I'm guessing it's probably gonna be Vlad maybe in the reserves. I don't know. That's usually the build. Is what I see is Vlad with 2 white kings. On the Lizardman side, oh, do they have Saber Scythe? I'm guessing they do. No, they don't. Oh, I thought they would have it just to like clear out skink chaff. On the Lizardman side, we have Nakai. He has Primal Roar. That's it. Oh, he has Golden Tributes as well. And then we have Sword Spears, 3 of them. 4, 5. Okay, all Sword Spears. And then we're gonna have a Sally, and then a Skink Oracle with Earthblood. And that's it. In reinforcements, we're gonna have another Sword Spear summoned. Oh, my eye is twitching. Yeah, I forgot to post my Nerexa, can you post it for me in the Discord? I don't want to miss anything in the game. I was gonna do it, but like I said, I got that call. I had to deal with. Okay, so we're gonna be having a little skirmishing. It seems vampire counts is gonna go for 0.2. 0.1 is gonna be contested by the Lizardman. They're gonna send some spears over to 0.3. Salamander's gonna get in here, get some cheeky shots in on the Graveguard. He's gonna be able to get 1 off before, I think, running away from the Black Knights. Yeah. What did they just take damage from? Oh, I was like, what the hell was that? But it's the Troglodon shot. But yeah, yeah, the Troglodon gets a nice shot in on the Cryptors. Does it kill a model? No, it just does a little damage. Kills a few spearmen. See, Oracle's just gonna jump in there though. Salamander should be able to get away relatively unscathed by the Black Knights. Sword Spears. Yeah, he's gonna be able to get these Black Knights into these spears. Salamander should be able to get out. Oh yeah, there we go. And then he's gonna be able to get shots in again. The Primal Roar is popped, so those Black Knights are practically dead at this point. Oracle's just jumping about. He got into some spearmen, just doing a little bit of damage here and there. But 0.2 is in the hands of Vampire Counts, 0.1 in the hands of the Lizardmen, and 0.3 in the hands of Lizardmen. We have 3 Sword Spears just contesting it. I think he's probably gonna, I don't know if he's gonna move up to 0.2, but he's gonna at least try to take this additional spawn point, which doesn't generate tickets, but it unlocks a Vanguard deployment zone for the Lizardmen so they can spawn behind Vampire Counts. What do we have being summoned in? Some more skinks. Yeah. Some skinks with javelins. Nakai is coming in. Just smashing about. Killing some zombies. The Sword Spears are helping. Vampire Counts is backing off though. What is the Ancient Salamander gonna do? It took quite a while, Nerexa. It took me like I was bothering for like 2 or 3 months, if I'm being honest. But he just fixed a bug. Him and his web developer fixed a bug where he couldn't add new players, new hosts. So, just he's streaming right now. So I guess try messaging him either when he's done streaming or on a different day. Another shot from the Skink Oracle kills a Crypt Warrior model. Pretty nice. It's already killed 2 models so far. Skink are able to throw some javelins into these Graveguard, getting some really good, getting some nice damage in. The damage isn't going to be much, but the poison is going to help the spears possibly win this fight against the great weapons. These spears are holding down three infantry units right now, plus the White King, plus the Crypt Horrors. I'm surprised he doesn't get the Grave Guard with great weapons to go around, because I'm pretty sure the Sternsman can beat that source fairly easily. And right now, due to the fact that he's so bunched up, the Salamander is able to generate a lot of value off of that blob with his explosive shots. Wait, that wasn't a White King, was it? Yeah, there's a White King over here. Okay, there's one White King over here. Oh, it's Krell. Okay, so the Lord is what's his name? Where's he at anyway? With some spears being summoned in from the back. Oh, there he is. Heiner Kemmler. I forgot his name for a second there. But yeah, Kemmler is their lord. Summoned in from reinforcement. We have some spears summoned in from reinforcement. Possibly going to point 2. Finally, the infantry is unbunched. The Sternsman is probably going to go over here to help with this engagement, or move up further to point 3. That's Sword Spears about a route though. On point 1, the Feasters in the Dusk have made it to the point, but in response, the Lizardmen are summoning some javelins, skinks with javelins, and some more Sword Spears with shields. The Feasters of the Dusk are going to be able to get a rear charge on these Sword Spears though, which is pretty much going to spell end for the Sword Spears. But they will hold. Thors are known to hold. They're holding with 24 leadership now because of Nakai's buff, which is going to give them also... Oh no, he just threw Cold Blooded on them. But that didn't help them. That didn't save them. They terror routed, unfortunately. Do the Feasters in the Dust cost here? Nope. Fear. So they got fear routed. These javelins are going to get some nice fire into these Crypt Ghouls, but the Crypt Ghouls are eventually going to be able to run them down and chew them apart. White King is coming back here to kill some Sword Spears, get them off the point before Kark is able to capture the point. Crypt Hordes are going to rear charge them. What's this? Oh, zombie summon right on top. It's a skeleton summon right on top of them. What does Heiner Kemmler have, by the way? I should have looked at that. Lord of Death, which is Krell, of course. Raised Dead, and then Invocation. And then, of course, he has Chaos Tombblade, which is just gives him regeneration and plus melee attack. And then he has the Master of the Dead proc, of course. Which, if nobody knows, every time he casts, it procs the Master of the Death, which heals the entire army. Oh, within 35 meters. Yeah, zombies around him. I mean, undead units around him. Anyways, some Salamander Hunting Pack summoned in. They're going to get some nice shots into the Crypt Ghouls. Pretty much, they're going to be destroyed fast. Sorry, I got a Windows notification. That was annoying. These javelins need to move up, take a point 1, because right now all they have on it is some unholy lodestone. One scheme cohort can engage this Grave Guard, and this one can get on the point, and the Salamanders can just shoot into the Grave Guard from behind. Back here, point 3 is still in the hands of the Lizardmen. This additional spawn point over here is actually still in the Lizardmen's hands as well, but the Swordsmen are going to eventually beat these javelins, I believe. I don't know, it might be incorrect. They might start crumbling, but I don't know if their leadership will stay. But if it does stay, they should beat those javelins fairly easily, those skinks. Some dying Saurus here, they're sitting idle by. The Sword Spears finally got routed off, thanks to the Crypt Ghouls and the Spearmen. Nakai is all by his lonesome. These old cold ones have routed off. These Feasters in the Dusk. So, are on point 2 as well. So on point 2 is definitely in the hands of Vampire Counts. It's not gonna, Lizardmen aren't taking it anytime soon. Skink Oracle's over here. So the Sternsmen did end up beating the Skinks, but the Oracle is going to finish them off. The Ancient Salamander is going to get some really nice shots into this blob right here. Let's see the value so far. 161 kills, 1800 value. Very nice. Salamander is fantastic in this matchup. How's Nakai doing? 95 kills, 1700 value. Wow, that's really, really good. I love Nakai in a lot of these matchups, like these melee brawl matchups. I use him against Norska as well. Unload. The Vampire Counts player has had enough time to bring more units to point 1 because unfortunately Kark wasn't quick enough to respond to bring units onto point 1. But I mean, it's mostly chaff, so if we have any more Graveguard, we have one Graveguard with great weapons being summoned in as well, but it's mostly zombies and skeletons. So if you can get the Saurus and the Skinks on the point, and maybe the Code Ones in as well, maybe he can get the point back. We'll see. Nakai's over in here, just fighting the blob, beating Nakai, killing some Cryptors. He's stuck in his animations are stuck right now, of course, because he's just surrounded, and you know. But he punches that Cryptor right in the face, gives him a good. Oh, the Skink Oracle didn't finish these Sternsmen off. I guess it makes sense. I mean, they have regeneration. The Skink Oracle would take forever to kill them eventually. I mean, they would. Skink Oracle would eventually kill them, of course, but it would take quite a while. And it's better to use the Skink Oracle for what over here on point 1. If he loses that Vanguard spawn point, whatever, he can just get it back later. Right now, he needs to secure point 1 because I don't think he's gonna be. Well, he does have some units on point 2. He might sneak away point 2. Either way, the Oracle's here to try to fight the White King. That's a really smart choice. Get that White King off the field. They are making a push towards point 2. Nakai is fighting these Cryptors. We have some spears here and some cold ones. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Yeah, this place is these points are this fight between 1 and 2 is really wild. Like point 2 has been captured by the Lizardmen. Nakai should be able to finish off these Cryptors with the help of those spears. There's some code ones. What is it called? Rampaging right now. There's some spears on the point as well. They don't have a whole lot on this point right now, the Lizardmen, but so if these great weapons can get on the point, same with these Cryptors and these Sternsmen, along with Heiner Kemmler, they might be able to take this point back. But point 1 is still in the hands of the Vampire Counts. The Lizardmen just can't take it away from them. The White King is just causing havoc, but the Cold Ones are keeping him at bay. I mean, if the White King is off the point, not helping the undead, I mean the rest of the units, then that's perfectly fine. I think the Cold Ones will take a while to die to them anyways, but the Skink Oracle is going in to help fight as well. I think the Ancient Salamander got resummoned, yeah, because he picked up 2 silver chevrons, 286 kill at 2301 value. I had trouble with the reading numbers. Salamander hunting back, doing some friendly fire damage to these poor little skinks. They're gonna rout off, but they're shooting into the skeleton spearmen. How much do they? What are they at right now? 22 kills, 900 value, decent. But it's looking pretty scarce for the infantry wise for the Lizardmen. We have 2 spears. They're gonna take quite a while to get through this chaff, however. I mean, the Salamander Hunting Pack are shooting in as well, but it's going to take them quite a while. Look how long it's taking them just to get rid of the Spearmen. Some Ripper being summoned in as well to help with kill off some infantry. Point 2 is still in the hands of Vampire Counts. Actually, It got taken back by the vampire counts. Excuse me. Wow, look at how things just turned just now. Nakai is getting his butt whipped by Cryptors right now. Nakai really needs help, otherwise he could end up dying here to these Cryptors. They are not chumps in a fight. They have, let's see, 70 weapon strength with 52 AP. But Nakai is able to get out from the surround. The cold ones are able to charge into the cold Cryptors to keep them from beating Nakai. We have these great weapons taking care of these spearmen. These Crypt Warriors are also fighting these cold ones as well. The Crypt Warriors will eventually beat the cold ones, but it's going to take them a while. But yeah, the capture weight is still in the hands of the vampire counts. Do the lizards have anything else? Nope. They don't have anything else coming up at this point. This is really, really close. 1,100 for the vampire counts and 1,000 for the 1,050 for the lizardmen. The lizardmen are struggling to keep either 0.2 or even having the. They're literally struggling to even capture 0.1. I don't think they've caught it since the beginning of the game. If they capture 0.1, I think it'll be. I think it'll win. I think it'll be a win for them because vampire counts. A lot of their blob is over on 0.2. Of course, they can summon some undead. They have some Cryptors going that way. But if they're able to take 0.1 and reinforce it, I think the lizardmen can win this game. Even though the vampire counts are in a heavy point deficit lead. We have 106 kills on the Riperdactyl so far. They're just chewing up chaff, which is what the lizardman is struggling to do. So finally, the 0.1 is in the hands of the lizardmen. Thank God. Okay, so 0.2. Nakai's all by his lonesome. He needs to get out of there before he gets surrounded by Cryptors and Spearmen. Which he might be able to do, but he's being poisoned by the Cryptors. I really, really hope Nakai doesn't get stuck here. Okay, so the reinforcements from 0.1 are coming over here to help. Nakai's still getting his butt kicked though. He really needs to get Nakai out of there. But with this push, the lizardmen might be able to end up taking 0.2 as well, scoring a triple cap for them. There's some more skinks being summoned in. What is this? Some sword spears. This White King. I don't know if it's the same White King or if he just got resummoned from back here. No. The point's over here. Yeah, so this is the same White King that was fighting those cold ones earlier. He's still he's still surviving somehow. Anyway, some zombies are coming over, being summoned to 0.3. These Cryptors, rather these Crypt Ghouls, are going to take a lot of deck from these javelins. Oh my God, are they going to disintegrate before they even get to the point? Okay, they have some capture weight on the point, but they might start disintegrating. Yep, and the rest of these javelins are going to start making them disintegrate. And then these Cryptors are coming over here to fight these javelins. 0.2 is still in the hands of the vampire counts. These Riperdactyls are starting to waver. Wow, this is all over the place. Okay, if the vampire counts are able to keep 0.2, they will probably end up winning this. I don't know. It's 1370, 1372. I don't know. I think it's possible for the lizardmen to catch up. 81. I don't know. Math is hard, but it's pretty freaking close. I mean, look, he's already at 1360 now. It's 20 points away. If Kark is able to catch up in points, he's pretty much going to win. Because then you have both those points secured, and Vampire Counts won't have anything to do about it. Let's see if this tide of zombies, this tide of undead, will be able to secure 0.3. The Crypt Warriors have taken care of a lot of the Skink Oracle chaff on the point. There's still one Javelin unit and one Sword Spear unit on here. Oh my God, this is so tight. 1425, 1436, 1438. Kark might end up winning this. 1444, 1446, 48, 50, 52. Yeah, I think it's too late for the Vampire Counts. Look how slow the undead are. Yeah. So that's GG's. Kark is gonna win. Take the game. Wow, that was a really wild close match.
You have been bested.
That was a fantastic freaking match. For watching, yeah. Well, I'm also like not a big streamer at all. Turin is probably still streaming. I'm assuming, so he probably has a lot of the viewers. Nobody even knows about me or my stream. I don't even advertise most of the time, so I'm not really a good judge. I'm not really a good indicator on how popular Total War's community is or how lively it is. But Nakai got 3,600 value. I'm really surprised that he survived constantly being beaten by those cripple warriors. He was able to slip away every single time, even though he was surrounded. But yeah, he got 3,600 value. Incredible job from Nakai. He was just an absolute world beater. 1,500 value on top of all the healing that the Oracle did. And 398 kills, 3,300 value on that Salamander. It's 2 summons, and they picked up two freaking silver chevrons. Like, wow. And look at the kills on the Sword Spears. Yeah, it's mostly probably chaff, but still. 1,500 values on the Salamander Hunter pack, but I think they got summoned twice, so but it pretty much paid for itself. I think Salamander Hunter packs are maybe 850. So close to paying for themselves, but they still did good. 800 value on the Riperdactyls. Yeah. Got 197. Yeah, the Graveguard did fantastic, of course. It was just Nakai, man. Nakai and the Salamander Hunter pack and the Oracle were just absolute terrors in the night for the vampire counts. GG's. Yeah, it's way too tight. Yeah, it's definitely not dead at all, not one bit. It feels dead sometimes, but it's extremely lively. Every time you see turn go, every time you feel like the game is about to die, every time you feel that the game is dying, turn throws a stream up, and then he immediately has like 3,000 viewers. Like people still love the game. It's just. It's just unfortunately sometimes the interest is very low because of how the development is going. CA are just really bad with communication, unfortunately. Kark is such a good player. Like, it is absolutely ridiculous. That man plays so much. I wonder, how does whenever Turn has done Swiss SFTs, he did semis and finals. Did he just do like how did he do semis? Yeah, like I've never seen Um, I never seen Kark not play the game at this. Essentially, he's always putting in hours. You'll see him in practically every tournament if he gets a chance to. Yeah, I don't know how he two stages it if that's the case. Yeah, I wonder if he does like the second to highest Swiss points the against the third with the highest Swiss points, and then the winner of that places against the person with the highest. Turn takes 4 people to semis. Wow. Okay, I need to do that next time. That gives a lot more people a chance. More of a chance to because my issue with Swiss leagues is that once you once you start to lose like your first 2 matches, it's pretty much over. Like you're not gonna be able to catch up to whoever um wins like their first two, unless they of course lose their second two. But most of the time, if it's like a player like Sandwich or Drakens, Kark, for example, 1-3-2-4, 1-2-3-4 matches. I'm guessing it's, I don't know. I have to watch one of his earlier streams to see how he does it, because I want to set it up that way. Then do people do best of threes in single faction? It'd be weird, right? Or no? I think usually people do best of one finals, aren't they? No. Yeah, sorry about the confusion. So yeah, so there were some SFTs where there was a normal BO3 as finalists, and some were normal BO3, but you couldn't ban SFT faction of other side. But I think just best one seems better. Best of three are not so casual at all. Yeah, they're not super casual. Oh, so I think sometimes they do. Yeah, I'm talking to House Cat of War right now because I was really confused on whether or not I should have it as best of one or best of three. But because I figured normally that all SFTs were BO1 essentially. Yeah, because House Cat of War is telling me about how sometimes they do like standard BO3s with bans in the finals for SFTs, which is interesting. I think I've seen that before, but waited. I just noticed my YouTube title is SFT Tourney. Yeah, that makes sense. I often wonder about doing a BO1, but if the points are close enough, then it takes a second win and it turns into best of three. But I've never seen that done. That sounds bad. The points are a bad metric for how close the game was. They're the best metric that you're going to get though for games with 100 points or close, for example. Like I just had a close game where the enemy never got a point. Oh, like it was a close point in terms of like value from your units. Yeah, it's actually how I've had. Yeah, like it's tough because I've had matches like that, like really close matches where either I didn't even score a point or I grab a point but it's immediately taken back. Um, but the value trading is extremely freaking close, and but I just lose out on points. Um, so I know what that's like, but at the same time, I don't know. I think with domination, it being the only victory condition being points, it's hard to it's really hard to say what a close match is. Like if something is going back and forth, yeah, I guess that's a good indicator of yeah. AD. It certainly missed some close games, but it's not as subjective as other options for a similar thing. So no judgment calls. This magic we have, it's yeah. It is frustrating to sum it down to like one specific aspect of the game or aspect of the match that and to determine whether or not it was a close game or not, because there's a lot of there's a lot of there's a lot to domination matches. So just slim it down to just one. I understand it could be very frustrating. Everything causes frustration when you put in. Yeah, that's very true. There's no competitive format that's not extremely frustrating for somebody. We keep things quick as standard, but where's the armor playing the second match in the first club? Yeah, and that's what I offered to House Cat of War, like because I was originally gonna do a best of one because like again I didn't know whether or not SFTs had BO3s before finals before, so I offered if they want to do BO3 now, they can, and I'm all for it. Yeah, potentially an hour. Oh, the time for my last tournament at 5 rounds was 4.5 hours. Picking at BO3 is untenable. Yeah, that's also that's another factor right there. It's just time. I mean, players can also. It's time for the host, and it's also time for the players. But the thing is also that the player can always just continue their tournament matches offline. Like if somebody needs to go, they can just like schedule it sometime, and then in like a few days or something, and they'll just finish it offline. I mean, yeah, it's and then like what Turn is doing, you just stream the replays that they send you. Kark now has 6 tournament wins. You check the past couple of tourneys to see what the norm is, but I think you're just safe to do whatever you prefer. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll like switch it around. So this one I did best of one finals. Next one, that's coming up in an hour or so, I'll do like a BO3 finals with a standard BO3 with bans, like House Cat of War said, just to test it out, see what it's like, see if it's more entertaining that way, or if it's like just see how it is for the players and how it is for me as a host. I want to ask Turn how he does. How he does semifinals and finals though. It's fairly interesting. There's only one branch that has always close matches. Everyone else does. Yeah. I hate dead time in tournaments. The amount of times that I've been in double elimination tournaments and I've had to wait for my next match, and it being over 30 minutes, like up to an hour, was so frustrating. Like that is the worst experience for a player. I never want to do. I don't think I'm ever gonna do a double elimination simply unless I can get enough players to constantly have matches for people, like within like the next like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes after they lose, or and they have to go to the bottom bracket. It is so frustrating, just because not only going from a loss, but also having to go from that loss to having to wait for your next match, which takes like another hour, which ends up could be like another 30 minutes or an hour. Like, but guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. My next tournament is within the hour. It is at 7 o'clock, so it'll be about 40 minutes, give or take. And I'll be back to stream it again. And then this time the finals will be BO3. So I'll see you guys later. If some of you are in the next tournament, hopefully, I think Kark is again in in the other tournament too. Let me see. Yes, he is. He's in the next tournament as well. Wow, only 1, 2, 3 people have checked in so far in the next tournament. Okay, 4 now. Good. At least 4. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.